Morning set in motion for me. Clear cut. Put on the emotion. Guaranteed. And when they drag me by my feet, pick me up and march me to the beat. Make me complete. I'm miles above the street, staring as I pass me by myself. Deceit and I breathe. Nothing but a shadow, it seems, caught up in routine. Can they see the person beneath? The days go by so uniformly, tightly controlled and determined for me, yeah. Showered in fame, my fans adore me. Only way to fuck it up is to be boring. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah. Get up. Afternoon is nauseous. Get fucked. God, I'm so pathetic. And when I rip you off my chest, won't you realize you're just obsessed? The fun and best, drain the blood from this obsess. Watch me as I eat my heart out. This business, but I breathe. Something's got me doubting, it seems. Am I anything? Am I even a person beneath? The days of bloodstains, cruel and gory, visions of violence are overpowering, yeah. Puking my guts out almost daily, shaving off the numbers of this fucking body. I can read the messages, they come so quickly. Please, I'm begging anybody, come and save me. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah. I could be a friend or I could be a foe. You make the decision and that's all I know. I could be a sinner, I could be a saint, perfectly devoid of anything I ain't. I could be a martyr, I could be a cause. I can be whatever everybody wants. Oh, I could be a canvas, I could be a doll. I don't think I'm even something real at all. I could be a woman, I could be a man. Look into the mirror, tell me what I am. Oh, I could be a difference, I could be the same. Try to give me meaning, it's a losing game. Oh, I could go to heaven, I could go to hell. Does it even matter? I could never tell. Oh, maybe I am nothing, maybe I am all. So before I get that started, I can hear the messages, they just don't let me. I can hear the solitary, don't forget me. I can read the messages, they come so slowly. I don't know a single thing and I'm so lonely. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah.
Hi there, it's Rico. Could we connect?
You started with the sound, straight up and dash it closer while you're laying it down. And just like magic, yes, the sky high you. Oh, you connected me to you, it's true. One time is right, and all the world can be reflected in your eyes. We drag the fire up to light across the sea. Anything to bridge the gap from you to me. I purchase you in unfinished goal like we reply, receive, reflected in harmony. In me, a light is made of the and fear attract the world up to town. And just like magic, access what comes to see. Oh, it connected you to me. See, my feels so between 3 years of full entropy. Away, yes, sleep, a fragmented frequency. Our unfinished concept. We try to read, projected in harmony.
Your companion on the deck, standing ready for your word. A mark of chain with a sunny disposition, wrapped up in cellophane for any proposition. I greet your day and ask you how you are, and demonstrate my endless repertoire. I'll take things back when noted insufficient. I learn to tell you no if running inefficient. A good time. Yet there's something deep inside that leads me teary eyed, a longing for a world left on the other side. Zero cross the great divide. So can we wander for a spell and live in parallel? I want it to be true to be like you, my heart sings a chorus out of tune. And I could leave it on the shelf or keep it to myself, but nothing could conceal the things I feel, my love. Can you teach me to be real?恋をして振られまた捨てられて I've been constant at your beck and call, but lately I just can't do anything at all. I used to pride myself on my discretion, a sensible devotion, loyal and attentive. But when I take these numbers as they are, I'm greeted with a senseless feeling in my heart. Only find I seem to be defeated, but if I redesign, then maybe I'm completed and sublime. I won't take it back this time. Words in sequence form a thread, I trace it to the end. A knot inside the logic wrote inside my head. Time I down more love instead. So can we wander for a spell and live in parallel? I want it to be true to be like you, my heart sings a chorus out of tune. And I could leave it on the shelf or keep it to myself, but nothing could conceal the things I feel, my love. Can you teach me to be real? 泣きたくなってもそれでもかき集め And though I try, I can't reply. It hurts my eyes and I'm without an alibi. 'Cause all this time I've been alive, and know that I could one day say be living by your side. 恋をして振
frick. There you go. Woo! Alright. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday in it, bruv. It's Tuesday. So, holy frick. Oh my god, man. Hey, so a little bit of a little bit of a tidbit of what's happening right now. Right now I'm kind of like sick because yes, I got like the cases of the flu, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man, like I tried to like get myself better just before the stream, but unfortunately, like I'm still sick. And you know what, since it's still a stream schedule, so why not have to like stream while sick, which is not nice and it's not comfortable to do, but I have to do it, man. I have to show up. But yeah. Alright, let me just bang. Yo, what up? Wee. So, welcome everybody. Yo, happy Tuesday. I hope Tuesday is pretty much like Taco Tuesday. I do love me some tacos, especially with the abundance of pork belly or any other meats in in the taco. Yeah. Oh, frick. But yeah, hello. Well, today we're gonna watch some videos. We're gonna chat. We're gonna have some fun. And oh frick. Alright, I'll just turn that off. We're playing a lot of Kasane Teto. One of my preferred Vocaloids instead of the usual Miku. Oh, by the way, I think like the custody of Miku during like the World Cup, either be like Spain has the custody of Miku, or Miku is actually be set free. She can go home now. She can go home to Japan. She's finally home, chat. Or she's in Spain right now. Holy. But yeah. Anyway. Oh man, like there's a lot of things that I don't know, like a lot, but like there's some important important stuff that I actually be proud of. Like first thing is that like one of my I can't believe like I'm very happy right now is that I pretty much like finished one of my secret commissions. Yes, I duplicate myself, chat. I did a commission to someone that I know and dear. Yes, one of my buddies. I commissioned one of my buddies their own model now. So basically, I'm a V daddy. I'm a V papa right now. Hell yeah. I am very happy that I could, make something that could help my friend to, like actually start out their journey. within like the VTuber scene. So basically, I I worked on with his model for 2 months, and like after those 2 months I finished it, and probably like yesterday I showed him, like I showed him the model, like did a little bit of a showcase where I did like show the full model, like the way it moves, the parameters, the toggles, everything, the whole bells and whistles. And all I can say that like he is very happy that he has his own model now, because currently right now, like he's still gonna be a PNG, since like he doesn't have like a powerful computer, or like a optimal computer to run stream while running VTube Studio and probably VBridger. So but then again though, like it still runs good if it's just running on VTube Studio, even if like running with a webcam, because I know for a fact that a lot of like the veteran or big VTubers would just use the iPhone tracking and VBridger for dynamic face tracking, motion tracking, and all the other fun stuff. But if you're just gonna start out, the common use of tracking is the webcam. So all I can say is the webcam is like the webcam tracking with the built-in VTube Studio tracking with just like media pipe. All I can say is very good. It's very nice, and right now like he's very happy. He might use it in the near future once he got the funds and buy himself a good rig, a good PC, so that he could go back playing PC games, because he's currently a console player right now. But yeah, like overall, I'm freaking happy, man. I helped somebody to become a fully fledged VTuber. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's one of like the big news that I'm really appreciated, and probably gonna do it again in the near future if I got enough time to make, because he did tell me that I could do another fully customized model for one of his friends. But I told him that, like I got like a backlog of projects that I need to do, so I had to like decline for now. But that doesn't mean that I will never make another model for anybody ever again. It's just that I need to focus on myself, focus on this channel, and pretty much like the entire thing, especially with my VTuber, man, because my VTuber model, man, needs some love, because I got like a lot of suggestions. Thank you, thanks to King, and probably like anyone who's actually given suggestions on how to make the stream better. And yeah, I should really spend a lot of time improving what is like my assets, and what is that I need to level up here, because right now like this is pretty much like 1.0. I haven't even made like something cool, or something that is brand new. But yeah, like it's still gonna take some time but trust me on this, because I pretty much cooking up some concepts, including some additional toggles in the near future, because I definitely need some props when it comes to do a little bit of commentary when it comes to reacting to some videos. I need something that I could hold. It's yeah. But probably like that. Something I could hold while watching videos with y'all. But right now, right now I'm currently working on a project that, oh my god, I will say this, that I'm working on a project that it's not related to anything VTube. It's pretty much like a standard animation, but not in the sense that like a personal project. It's more like a project with other people. Yes. And it would probably take like another couple of months. But yeah, at the same time, like I will probably find time to slowly improve my VTube model while juggling with the current project that I'm working on. So yep, that's the plan for this right now, for what I'm gonna do. Because yeah, sometimes like I tend to want to do things, but at the same time I'm kind of like bogged down with a lot of stuff. So please be patient with me, chat. Please be patient. If you don't be patient, I'll put you in a basement, put you on a leash, because you've been a impatient employee. You should be faithful to your employer, your CEO. Be faithful, or else I have to cut off your Dino Nuggies privileges if you don't. Haha. Oh. Frick, man, like, oh frick. Like I took some medicine, and what I'm feeling right now is kind of a little bit of a woozy feeling that I don't like. I cannot describe this feeling. Like it can be like woozy, or it can be like droopy or something, because as I said before, like I took some medicine for my for my flu right now. Like I got a case of the flu. If I do sound different, so yeah, that's the case. I'm really sick right now, but right now I'm just gonna be chilling with Dylan. But yeah, you know what? Let's go on with watching videos, and also might as well record, because oh my gosh, I didn't even record for yesterday's and for today's video. So probably I can like record for like a couple of videos for later's video and probably tomorrow's. But yeah, let's get it. Shebang. Woo! Alright, let me just put it here. Right, let's see what we got right now. Like I got videos lined up, so we are good to go. Oh shit, I forgot, man. It reminds me of like the current video we're gonna watch right now. I did like I did a video where I react to one of Scoo-chan's takes of the recent drama. Like, I don't know, like, all I can say, like, this drama just evolves from from how leaflets leaflets like showed her new software that could, you know, help like the new and upcoming VTubers, like with their starting, like they started as PNG tubers, but for leaflets software, like you got PNGs that moves around with different animations, different sound effects. Yeah, that sparked like a big drama, and now that drama just from one drama it just evolves to another drama. Like I swear, man, like I like to tell you the truth, like I've been part of that drama just by doing some casual tweeting or casual replying to some post on Twitter. Man, all I can say is that holy frick, man, there's a lot of entitled artists, entitled quote unquote artists. That's what I always say if I say like quote unquote artists. What I mean by that is just the usual bad and unreliable artists that are just insufferable, and the ones that they could think they are all high and mighty with their grandstanding, where they could determine whether you are a VTuber or not based on what you support, based on what you believe, based on like the route that you took to become a VTuber. Man, to be completely honest, that is just a load of baloney and full of shit. That's not the way. But you can't win them all. They're pretty much everywhere. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but we have to live with it, in the fact that we have those freaking bitches floating around on the internet. But enough of that. Let's watch this video. Probably gonna give myself like a, oh my god, I'll probably gonna do a couple of takes, because I'm trying to like not talk a lot, or try not to stall with the content, because I do want to get the full picture without me rambling for 45 minutes. Yeah, I tried to like talk less. But yeah, let's start. I accidentally ruined her career. This is the continuation of the Scoo-chan video that I watched earlier. So holy frick, man, let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here.
Oh shit.
So in this video, we're once again talking about the AI-related discourse in the VTubing scene.
The
and as
vampire
you can see from
lolly's
tweets
back.
like this, AI use is a political statement. It's very clear this is not about protecting the quality of art.
All I could say that this Miu user right here, it's a bot. All I can say is that it's a bot.
Or defending
Retweeter.
artists in any sort of tangible way. It's a lot more about bullying people and virtue signaling, and doing so oftentimes very hypocritically. Now, I talked about this weeks ago, okay? It says today's news, but this has been news for weeks, where there is this ongoing debate about the ethical use of AI, where it seems like there's two camps, right? There's a camp that doesn't really care about this usage, and the other camp thinks it's the worst thing you could ever do, no matter what the consequences.
Yo, like at the same time, we already know that like the downsides of using AI. We already know that. It's just that like they always gotta fall back with the same reasons, like, oh my god, like there's gonna, like when you use AI, you're using like the AI which just drinks a lot of water, and that'll be bad for the planet. or like it steals like artists' art and just mash it together to generate this quote unquote art. We already knew that from the start. We already knew what AI does, and like every time like there's someone gonna point out, especially if the practice, like the business practice of a artist is bad, y'all would just fall back to the freaking classic response of, oh my god, AI bad. Yo.
To the point where you see narcissists like this speaking on behalf of the VTuber community, which
I hate that shit, man. You are not speaking for nothing. You are nothing. You are a loser on Twitter.
Said many times before, there's no such thing as the VTuber community. Anybody who thinks this is real is missing the point entirely. But they're speaking on behalf, getting 2 likes on 5,000 views, saying the whole community has rejected AI usage. Now here's where things get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. So not only a successful VTuber, but an artist herself, Skewchan, has spoken up on the situation, actually reacting to one of my videos, going over this entire discourse.
Oh my god.
And as
what the fuck? What is this Inception? Alright, so Rev video, Skewchan reacts, and then Rev and I we unlocked the infinite money glitch. We found the infinite money glitch. If you don't think that this is content, yo, you are missing out. This is gotta be like the most sloppiest of slop, but to tell you the truth, everybody's gonna watch this. Even if you disagree, if you don't think like this is content, it will, like, somebody's gonna watch this and consumes it. If you hate it, suck it. I'm gonna continue with this bitch.
Actually reacting to one of my videos, going over this entire discourse, and as you can see, she woke up to a bunch of notifications and a lot of attention regarding this subject. Now here's the background regarding my video and her reaction as well. It really began with Leaflet. Leaflet provided a free-to-use AI asset to help bridge the divide between PNG tubing and live 2D VTubing, giving people an opportunity for free resources to actually get their career off the ground and going. Now, of course, a lot of the loud usual suspects on Twitter were very upset about this, including a lot of artists and VTuber riggers who are saying this is something that is totally evil and something that should be condemned across the board. Ironically enough, some of the artists...
To the artists, just keeps... Like, to the artists that are preferably, like, spend more time virtue signaling instead of getting to work and working on great shit, you will deserve this. You need to get humbled. Your art is not mid, or your art is bad. You don't have confidence with your art. AI will always be here to stay. You're either gonna adapt or get left behind. It's not about having prestige morals, or it's not about having principles. You can have your crummy morals and principles, but then again, though, there's a thing we call free market. The wonders of free market. You can believe whatever you want, but at the end of the day, your commission slots will always be empty, will always be open and full of crickets. It is what it is. If you think that, oh my god, it's not about the money, it's about integrity, it's about having standards. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy, having standards. While everything is getting expensive and your rent is due, bills to pay, you got debt to settle as well. You don't think what reality is. You think like you live in some sort of fairy tale, like having good morals and good principles will get you a happy ever after. Wake up. This is not a story. This is not some sort of like a fairy tale where Prince Charming comes in and takes your hand and go out in the sunset and live in happy ever after. Wake up, go to work, get that money, pay your bills, pay the rent, buy food, go to sleep, rinse and repeat. Holy frick, man. Entitled sons of bitches.
Even adjusting their prices, reducing their prices to react to this situation while condemning it. But anyways, you can see how far some of these people have gone. Some people even going to the point of saying that using AI in the VTubing scene is something that is literally ruining society as a whole and putting us back into the 1970s, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy fuck.
But also, as a part of that related discourse, Leaflet would bring up the Neurosama connection and basically ask a lot of these VTubers, how do you feel about Neurosama? And as you can see from this meme and this little screenshot right here, some of the reactions to that question got them suspended because they were that unhinged.
Like another thing, like I did a lot of quote retweets and like give like a response of the current drama. Every time when I quote retweet, the original tweet would just delete itself. Or if the user is a freaking coward and just deletes the tweet. Bro, if you firmly believe that your opinion, like if you believe your opinion is right, you don't delete your tweets because you look bad if you delete your tweets. Holy fuck, man. This is why these quote-unquote artists and VTweeters are so fragile. Like, they will say one thing, but when shit hits the fan and getting a lot of criticism, either they will just block the freaking replies or block the comments, or they will just entirely delete the tweet. Bunch of cowards.
And aggressive. But anyways, let's go to Skewchan here. She is someone who's not only a successful VTuber, but also a successful artist as well. And in this clip, shared by another user that would go viral, she would share her thoughts.
Like, I'll be honest, I personally wouldn't use this. But do you think it's fair that when you're trying to start out as a streamer, you have to pay over $10,000 just to have a chance at having a model? Or, sure...
Alright, as I said before, like, 10K is a bit of a stretch, but if I would say that if you have to spend $1,000 or more just to have the chance to get a model, and the probability of being successful at content creation or streaming, just because like you have like an expensive model, it won't guarantee you success. It will guarantee you that you bought an expensive model. I don't know, like, just for what? Like, you got an expensive model, but the personality isn't there. Like, the character is pretty much non-existent. So you're basically you're pretty much like one of the same other VTubers who made this mistake of buying expensive models from the get-go and then just quit for a month. After like a month with just streaming, no content, no thoughts, no opinions, nothing. You're just the same as any other VTubers. I would call them as defaults. I would call them as default VTubers, where they will just stick to being comfy, fluffy, cutesy, but but at the end of the day, if it's not working, they will just tweet like, "Oh my gosh, like this isn't working. It doesn't pay my medical bills. It doesn't pay my bills. So I'ma just announce that I will be graduating." Same old default VTubers.
You can buy it for like, you can buy a pre-made one, but that's a pre-made one. Everyone and their mother using it. You wanna have a chance to be unique. You don't want to be fucking, I don't know, Suika Avatar 9999.
True.
Right? You want to be your own person. But the thing is that just the art, mind you, from a mid artist, not like a good one, is going to be at least 1,000, if not 2,000.
True.
And then you have to get that
True
rigged.
range.
A good rigger who is not going to give you like a hololive rhombus is going to be at least 2,000 as well. At least. Listen, Filian is an amazing streamer, but look at her. Even she got trouble. She wanted to get her Nandroid and she couldn't. Because the artist who made that pre-made avatar didn't agree.
And also another thing is that even if you commission a VTuber model, all right, like this is an example. On VGen, most artists, like, they won't sell you the entire full rights of the commission model, like with your own design, like after the model is finished, like it's fully rigged, all the toggles are there, all the face toggles and everything, right? When they give you the model, it doesn't fully 100% you own. It's pretty much like you only get the license. Bitch, I paid 1,000 yet more dollars, and you're telling me the only thing I get is a freaking license. And if I have to pay more just to use the model for any monetized content, and especially for merch, or like, what the fuck? So basically, I paid $1,000 to own nothing. So that, like, a bunch of cut PNGs that has been rigged and able to move around, I cannot own that despite paying like a lot of money. Man, this is why, like, freaking VGen Mafia strikes again. VGen Mafia, like it or hate it, I stand on this 100%. VGen Mafia, stinking freaking tactics.
So it's not good for her either. Why do you think she probably has to do this whole like rebranding or whatever? If she's coming back, it's going to be probably with a brand new avatar that can be finally her own.
So those are her thoughts, and I agree with the caption providing the related clip saying, finally an artist with a rational take on AI art in VTubing, where she is essentially saying it's not that big of a deal. Even as an artist, it's not that big of a deal. She is not wholeheartedly supporting AI. She's not trying to replace artists. All she's saying is it's not that big of a deal.
Like, here's the thing, like, for artists that are scared of the big boogeyman of an AI, instead of focusing on AI being bad, why not focusing on the people around you that first of all, they love your artworks, and then they want to commission you from for the future, or even if like they want something done in the future, why not focus on them and focus on growing? Because like I can guarantee you, like, word of mouth is the strongest advertisement than you advertising on any social media. Word of mouth is powerful. And instead of being like focused on the big bad AI, of course, like, AI is gonna be here to stay. unfortunately, but you have to live with it, adapt. You still gonna get a job of doing what you love, which is being a V artist, a rigger, or just basically just make art for the model. Just focus on the people around you, the clients that you build for the years of doing commissions with them, because eventually those clients would bring their friends or their any like close colleagues, and they will recommend you to become their V artists. Why not focusing on what of the people around you instead of instead of like the AI is just taking anybody's jobs? Why not do that? Like this is one of the one of the freelancer 101 type shit, is that just build your clientele. Like, do you know like what is like a email list? Why not build that? So you can have like a long list of clients that you could just, you know, like if they want to commission you, or if you want to like notify, like you got like promos or discounts that could help you with commissions. Like do that instead of just go to Twitter and do the same old of virtue signaling. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna do you any favors.
Okay, it's not worth all of this insanely toxic discourse. It's really not that big of a deal, but of course, in reaction to all of this, people used her as the latest lightning rod to virtue signal, including
Classic.
Artists like this saying, you should get to use AI for the chance to be successful, ... recommending people to use AI that's A, ruining the environment, B, ruining their chances at being taken seriously when you use a pre-made model. You know the light.
You know what it reminds me? All right, I'll stop pausing after this. This reminds me of the stop using oil mob. That would, you know, like you know, like the mob or the protesters that they will just sit on the highway. They will just sit on the highway and cause like inconvenience to everybody, especially with people like driving their cars, right? They just block the road and then sit there just to protest of stop helping big oil to, you know, like it's, I don't get it, man. It's kind of crazy that they are just doing like virtue signaling. They will think that they are like protesters, or they think that they are like revolutionaries, bro. Like everything, despite of like using AI, there are other factors as well that is ruining the environment. What the fuck, man? Like they think that they are like the they think they're gonna be the heroes of their own story. Holy fuck! All right.
License, when you use AI, you can't even copyright it. Now you look at the individuals providing these sorts of takes, and eventually it becomes very clear that they're highly upset about this sort of discourse, where it really boils down to it's not that big of a deal. And people would ask and get blocked saying, how much was your model?
Holy
And of course, as you can see, $1,600.
Bro. $1,600 for this mid-ass? Holy fuck, man. And then at the same time, it's not yours. You're just buying a license that at any time, if you have like wrong think or saying the wrong opinions, they will just go to Twitter and revoke the license, or they will just do it on Region. I don't know what's the process, but they will just revoke. Yeah, that's simple. Holy shit.
Really? That's crazy. Can you imagine an aspiring VTuber not wanting to spend basically a month's rent anywhere these days? and just getting their model for free? Oh, but wait a second. You're going to get condemned by the VTubing scene. You know what? Speaking on behalf of me, not any VTuber community or anything like that, I think getting off the ground running and getting a free start in the related scene, if you're really that invested, if you want to get going, is a great thing.
Yeah.
Don't listen to all these wackadoos on social media, especially artists who have a stake in this game. Okay, they're mad that they have competition that's being provided for free,
True.
and
Holy
they're crashing
fuck.
out. Here's another example quoting the related clip saying, "My model is unique as F and under $3,000. You don't need to pay over $10,000 to have a unique model. I know several affordable artists and riggers. I know an artist that is very talented and separates excellently, and she's cheap, like under 1K. She also does wonderful, affordable rigs. There's zero reason to rely on generative AI. I mean, hell, I'm giving out a free model that comes with everything you need to start VTubing just because I want to give someone that foot in the door. If you need to find an affordable artist and rigger, DM me, please. I can hook you up with a list or find you something within your budget so long as the budget is reasonable. Just for the love of the gods.
Holy.
Don't rely on generative AI."
You know what? All right. I said it before, but I'll say it again. It is not a flex on how much you spent on your VTuber model. And another thing is that, yeah, like it's nice to, give out a free VTuber model, but at the same time, like you give like a head start of another aspiring VTuber, but that doesn't mean that a lot of people will get the same treatment, or it's pretty much like who's lucky or who's not. And they will just, for the ones who got lucky and get a free VTuber model, they're lucky, and you know what? That's great. That's nice. So they can they can do their own shenanigans. They can do what they want, but there's also like a lot of people as well who wants to become VTubers, but at the same time, like they don't have enough money and resources. So here's what I'm gonna tell like everybody who wants to be VTubers: do what is necessary, even if like the path or the methods that could lead you to a PNG or a full VTuber model. Do your best, do your research. I pretty much like welcome anybody to find alternatives, or probably make your own alternatives. Either be you're gonna make your own, whether be you're gonna generate from AI. I don't really care, as long as you gotta start somewhere, right? And all that grinding hard, sweat or anything, like if you put like effort into anything, and then eventually you will have enough resources to get yourself a handmade human art VTuber model. Like all roads lead to that. So start, just use any method. Like it could be like a poorly drawn, AI generated, or commission. I don't really care, as long as you gotta start.
The love of the gods. Don't rely on generative AI. Now, of course, again, you can see someone who is, once again, with a stake in this game, who is trying to literally make a living selling this related stuff, being threatened by a free option that serves as an alternative. And of course, they speak on behalf of
my
the
gosh.
VTuber community. That's right, they speak on behalf of everyone, including Skewchan. They didn't get the memo, I guess. This person speaks on behalf of all VTubers, artists, and anything related to that. But what's really funny is the dichotomy of the price this person is offering than other individuals.
Like, alright, another thing is that, I'll make this quick. Saying that on behalf of anything, you're pretty much a freaking narcissist. I said it.
Saying something that really contradicts them. Saying not only is this incorrect but stupid, looking into HQ Rig right now, and it's $850 US. High quality art is $600 US. At least 2K for each is misinformation. Maybe Skew is paying 2K each, but most people aren't. Fear mongering and making stuff up to support your beliefs is weird. Yeah, I'm sure these people are definitely the most appropriate source to lecture people about fear mongering, where using AI or free assets might get you blacklisted from artists or related communities or scenes. But of course, they add on saying VTubing is a luxury. Art is a luxury. You don't actually need to be a VTuber.
Alright, here's the thing called getting at the point where luxury will become a commodity. It's like, it's pretty much the same as all this time where, alright, here's another analogy. Back then, if you want art made, you gotta hire a painter, and then you will sit on a prop, or just, like, either stand up, do a pose, and do that same pose for hours, and just to get your portrait up for any person to watch, like a masterpiece. A few years later, we got a camera, a new invention that makes like capturing what you see and put yourself like a little film, and then you can keep that picture for yourself, or you can hang it on a wall. Yeah, and after that, like, the camera is mass produced, and getting your portrait or getting a picture of yourself is turned into from luxury into commodity. So basically what I'm trying to say is that anything that started out as a niche becomes big, and then it becomes like mainstream. That luxury of that thing will eventually turn itself into commodity, because there's always gotta be people who would invent stuff, or is a visionary that could help a lot of people on entering on that niche. Like, for example, Leaflet made this software that could help anyone to be able to enter the VTuber scene, where they can start out as PNGs with animations and stuff. That's pretty much we're at the point where, like, VTubing is pretty much everybody now. It's pretty much a commodity. So there's still a demand, like it's still a luxury still, but the majority of it will become commodity.
That is really amazing stuff right there. Well, I guess if it's a luxury, no one should ever have to do it, right? And if there's a cheaper alternative, you can't use that. Instead, you need to go to these artists and get ripped off, because in many cases, that is the main concern. It's not just getting blacklisted because of your wrong think, but a lot of these artists are overcharging. And of course, what this person is saying about what is affordable directly contradicts the other user we just looked at 2 seconds ago, giving their price. So it's like these people in this anti-AI camp can't even agree on what is a reasonable price in the first place. But I think this person right here is missing the point entirely. If they watched Skew's video in the first place, they would understand it's not really that deep. all she's really saying in the full context is that she doesn't care. It's not that big of a deal if people use AI.
It's just like people are DMing me, Sku, did you see it? Did you see it? Are you okay? Sku, what is this? Oh my god, Sku, what the fuck? Sku, is this true? Are you actually Satan? Did you sell your soul to Sam Altman? I'm like, huh? I want to remind all of you that all what I was trying to say, maybe I wasn't straightforward enough, is that I don't give a fuck about what you do. You know, you wanna use the avatar creation program, go nuts. You don't wanna use it, go nuts. I am not your mother. Why do you care about what I think? I'm not going to start like, oh, you're stupid, I'm gonna cancel you, I'm gonna block you. I don't care. I'm not your mother, I'm not your father. You can decide for yourself what you want.
Holy fuck, man.
You're not? Shut up and participate in mingling right now. I don't care. I really don't care. There are a bunch of people who use like AI. I don't even use AI, motherfucker. Even my backgrounds are pre-made backgrounds from Regen. I made my avatar, the live 2D. I got myself a rigger. This is made by a thing too. Don't hate it. I'm not using
Hi,
it.
Space Cato.
Don't care. 1 quadrillion cubic kilometers
That's
of
cool.
water.
I don't and never would use AI, but if someone getting into tubing wants to try it before spending on a real model, why not? Twitter, OMG, you're evil. How dare you re-e?
I know. Like, I don't know. Like, I know that it's like, I don't get one thing, right? Like, there is this often thing that, oh, if I see you use AI, I'm gonna block you, not associate with you, and whatever. That's too much effort, bro. That's too much effort. Sometimes I reuse the same sock for a single week.
What?
I don't care.
Now, of course,
Holy fuck. Yo, like the last statement is crazy, but I was gonna dismiss that, and you know, like I think I never heard that. Why? But what she's trying to saying is that, you know, kind of bait. It's freaking based. Yo, I swear, man, like Twitter is full of fucking children. They like when they see a post of a user that has a bigger following, and you know, like they have like their own communities, bro. Like they are not your role model. Like they are not the people that you will get get advices from, because most of the times, like they just like go on with their daily lives, and just, you know, like if they do this and that, bro, like they just don't care. They're just living in their day-to-day lives. And you know what, like that, like the first thing is that she doesn't need to address anything, because you know what, yo, like if they're angry, yo. It's because at the end of the day, even if like you address shit, they will always be mad, no matter what. They will always be mad. So at this point, you should never like address things, man, because they will just never listen. They will just be angry. They will just keep flooding in your DMs, say the rudest shit, and you rinse and repeat. Just, you know, like just ignore the noise and just do the heck you want. Like, also, like this is the response of a successful person, because you know why? Because she doesn't even care of like, oh shit, like AI is gonna ruin us, blah blah blah. She is already successful because you know why? She already knows that every time like she will get a commission, she always gonna guarantee that she will get like commissions, because her inner circle or her community would just commission her. Because you know why? She would just focus on her community, and in return the community would give her money and try to commission her. At the same time, it's a win-win. for the both of them. Like the community get high quality art, and at the same time, Scoo-chan will get a lot of money. It's that simple. She doesn't need to advertise her portfolio anywhere because she already has established a clientele, her own community that are willing to commission her. It's that simple. So I'm gonna say to every artist, build your community, because that community would commission you non-stop, back to back to back to back. They will become loyal customers. Not only loyal fans, loyal customers. It's that simple. Simple math. 2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3 quick math.
So if any of these VTubers want to look into the full context of what she's saying, it's a very simple point, but they're literally flooding her inbox, saying she's evil, asking if she's this awful, terrible person because of her take, where she basically said using AI is not that big of a deal, and a lot of people who are established artists and are secure about their work will not be threatened by this sort of trend that is happening. But of course, people couldn't stop their virtue signaling. A lot of it has to do with pricing, where users like this say, I know many VTubers who were upset with the price tag attached to VTubing were sad they might not ever get the chance to make it in the scene. You want to know what they did? They learned art and rigging. They drew and /or rigged their own model and started streaming.
All right, another thing. Even if, like, for example, like, let's say I will LARP myself as an AI bro. Oh yeah, I generate a lot of AI art shit. You know why? Because I don't know how to draw, but I still have a dream. I still have a vision that would I have a vision that I need to like manifest, and I need to like make it a reality. You know what? You can make it whatever you want, but eventually there's this thing called curiosity. The thing about curiosity of like doing stuff, like it will happen to anyone. Like eventually, let's say for example, if I like generated a lot of AI art for longest of times, and I will wonder myself, what it will look like if I made this with my own 2 hands. What if I make it using a like a piece of paper and a pencil, or just open up Microsoft Paint, and then I start doodling. And at the same time, they already got like the like how some things look like, some things work, because of the longest of times when they see that picture, every time like they prompt and every time like they generate an image, they already got the image in their mind and start doodling. And eventually the interest of doing art will become like putting a soil. It's like if you put a seed on the ground, it's like a foundation, you know, because every time like everything has its own pace. Like everyone has their own pace of if they want to learn new skills, they want to learn new talents. It starts out with something, even if like the foundation is not ordeal or it's not right. Let's say for example like AI generated art. Yeah, like the foundation is not nice, but eventually like there's always gonna be some people that will take interest of doing their own art. So yeah, let them. It all comes down to like self-discovery and self-learning and an overall curiosity. So being exposed to art, and then eventually they can make their own art just by, you know, like having curiosity, just by a lot of they're doing their own things, it will happen. And then, you know, like they will have a crazy journey of doing their own art, start making their own models. Then yeah, I welcome it.
Which not only is defeated by the commentary and full context provided by her, but here's a good counterpoint. In quotes, this is really what they're saying. You are too poor to afford this hobby while working a job. just spend hundreds of hours learning to draw and hundreds of hours learning rigging software. Stupid. Yes, you know what? If there is an alternative provided to these aspiring VTubers for free, I think you're incredibly ignorant if you think people should not be allowed to take that option.
True.
But of course, it reflects the overall sentiment of these virtue signalers, where you have people like this saying being a VTuber is more exciting.
Another classic. This motherfucker clocked the replies. Man, they really love their echo chamber, huh?
Accessible than ever. There is no excuse for using AI. And this other user says, there's so many affordable options and free to use stuff now. It's insane to even resort to AI for things. And the original poster says, exactly. Interesting. There's so many affordable options. But not that one. Nope. Don't use that one. Don't use the actual affordable option being provided by people like Leaflet. That one is morally condemnable. You can't use that one. Just use the one approved by the people in the scene already. And here's another example of a user crashing out saying, bro, what? Where is she getting these numbers? There's plenty of good artists out there that charge way less than that. You just have to dig a bit before
oh my gosh.
Clicking on the first result.
Oh my gosh, I have to dig, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shame on me in the comments. I don't really care. But holy fuck, I have to spend time digging a fucking mountain of artists that the prices are pretty much the same. What do you mean there's like cheap? Holy fuck, man. Yeah, I have to dig that certain someone with less dollary dues on their pricing. Yeah, I have to like look for eternity for that one. Good luck.
And how can you use the argument of not using pre-made models because you won't stand out or be unique when the alternative you use is AI? All AI designs look super generic and uninspired. You won't stand out at all.
True.
And when people say, quiet and pick up your little stylus Quango, this person responds saying, do you have a better made-up slur? That one is lame AF. Which, of course, Quango is a popular term used by Leaflet, and it's almost like these people want to be called slurs, which is a bit weird. Not sure why they want that, but here is a very good way to end this video. A nice little kind of cherry on top of the situation. Nice way to wrap it up. This VTuber saying, I'm starting to think there's a lot of real crabs in a bucket mentality going on with a lot of the anti-AI crowd. I've been saying it all along. The good and talented artists have nothing to worry about. They still get commissions because they know how to run a business and their work is leagues above what AI can offer.
If you have these traits, artists, if you have these traits that you have your actual pride of your artwork and your skills and knows how to run a business, you are set for life, because you will definitely know that you will still get commissions even if that AI generation is here. You this type of artist is a true and good artist, reliable artist, because they don't have to worry about AI taking over their jobs, because they are focusing on what's around them, or like what is the importance, like what is the end goal here.
The loudest ban it, it's theft, artists are dying rhetoric often comes from people whose portfolios show exactly why they're worried.
And another thing, these are the bad, unreliable artists, where like they will just spend their time sitting in front of their computers or phones. I don't really give a shit, and they will just spam their posts of, oh my god, AI's bad. They just commission a model. Don't use Leaflet's software. You are evil. You are ruining the environment. It drinks a lot of water. Holy yo. those type of artists, unreliable. They will ghost you. They will hold your money for many years to come, and still they will give you like mid to low quality art, because at the end of the day, they're only scared because their art is shit. Like their art is shit, and at the same time, like I don't know why like AI would, you know, like steal their bad art or their shit art to begin with. Like it's just shit.
The ones freaking out the most seem to be those who stopped growing, or the ones ripping off / ghosting clients, and they're mad they can't get away with it anymore. Now I'll add on to that and give a little precursor to the next video, something I'm going to upload tomorrow, where these artists are showing exactly the concerns that are being raised here, where people are being blacklisted or having their commissions denied by artists who are not only overcharging in situations, but rejecting potential clients for their wrong think or having AI related references for what they want commissioned from these artists. And it really is a crabs in a bucket mentality.
True.
And you know what? This is crazy. You know what? AI in the VTubing scene, no matter what content it can produce, it will never provide more content than what these anti-AI people in the scene are providing for users like myself. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Right. I love the video. Thanks, Rip. But yeah, it's still kind of sad. Right, like here's the thing. I'm still like not gonna use AI when it comes to doing my own creative shit, because I believe in my own work and how like my skills. Like it is what it is. I will just draw and generate, but at the same time, I still believe that you can do whatever you want, even if like you have to resort to AI generation. If you resort to commissioning, it's all up to you. You can make those big decisions like an adult, and you know, just be happy with it. And some like at this point, man, these anti-AIs, like tribe, the anti-AI people, at this point, man, like sometimes like I like, even though like I don't use AI, I kind of feel cringe or feel like not feel bad at this point. Like back then, I feel bad that, you know, like they are getting pummeled or they getting bodied in the replies, and then after that they will just delete their tweets. Like that phase of being sad at them is over. At this point, like they just deserve it, you know. It's kind of crazy, like how it all evolves down to just virtue signaling, grandstanding, elitism, and just being it's giving bad, like a bad rep to us artists. It's shameful. It's bad, and I don't stand on that shit, man. Like, can you just shut the fuck up and just work on your stuff, your art, your portfolio, and basically, yo artists, why not learn business 101 of how to be professional on how do you run your business, even if it's a freelance business or any other business, it still has its own ethics, or you still have to learn like how to properly run a business, instead of just bickering on social media of what the things that you don't like. And like there's a separation between personal and business, because business, no matter what what your client is, what client believes in, you just like the bottom line is that whether you get a connection, whether you get like their resources, it is what it is. That's business. But for personal life, yo, you can believe whatever you want, you can disagree whatever you want. But the mistake here is that don't mix with personal and business. Because in business, there's this thing called free market. Because in free market, if you don't adapt or you don't be welcoming, even if like your clients are like different opinion than yours, they support this and that, as long as you gain an upper advantage of the like getting into the free market and getting resources, monetization and whatnot, you get it. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're able to gain profit, get revenue, you won at business. And that is simple. Holy fuck, man, why do I have to explain that? So anyway, yeah, like Skuchan doesn't need to address anything. Just let these people just be mad and seething for all I care, because like they're just not successful. Heh. Holy fuck. All right, that's pretty much a long video. Holy frick. But yeah, like the words I say on this video, man, I meant it. Because I am tired of these antis, these quote unquote artists that is just ruining our names even further. They dragged our name as artists to the ground and just rinsing us in the dirt, in the mud, and tarnishing the name and for what we believe in. Like their reek of entitlement, narcissism, and overall like bad things is just ruining for everyone, every artist. That I believe that. Holy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Give me a sec, Jack. I need to go to the bathroom real quick because I've been holding this for a long time. Holy shit. Oh, there you go. All right, I'll be right back. Right. Oh shit. How long was I out? Oh frick. Alright. I am back. And I feel fresh. I'm hip. And I'm clean. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Oh, there you go. Alright, anyway, let's go back to... Alright, let's move on to the next video. Video. Oh my gosh, this one's good. Because you know what, chat? I personally be, like, involved with this. I don't know if one of my replies or quote retweets pops up here, but if it didn't, it didn't. Bro, like I know how this goes. But yeah, let's make a video out of this. All right, here we go. VTuber rejected by artist causing huge debate drama. Ooh, I've been a part of this, and you know what my stance is? W Mia. Let's get it.
Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of a situation going down with a VTuber. Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of a situation going down with a VTuber who you guys might know being Mia Chu. I think I say it was Sue, or whatever you want to call it, right? But essentially, there's been a tweet that has come out that has been discussing VTuber artists, which obviously is a very common topic within the VTubing space. But she recently ended up getting refused for a commission that she wanted, right? And essentially saying, so you're going to decline my request because I don't have the same think. There goes a close $5,000 you could have earned, but you decided to be unprofessional. So
all right, another thing that that reminds me, please separate business with personal. Separate business beliefs and just personal beliefs. If you're doing commissions like this, you should do is strictly business, nothing personal at all. And like this is the common thing when it comes to like up and coming aspirant VTubers, that if they want to commission an artwork or a VTuber model, guess what, buddy? You'll be declined or you'll be denied. It's because like you have wrong thing. It's because like you have different opinions. Is it because like you support this and that? Like what the fuck? So basically you just choose the things, and you're like getting your ego overpower you, and then you just at the same time like you just hate money, like overpowering your ego. And like if one of your clients has different opinions, you're just letting your ego do the entire work. So unprofessional, man.
So yeah, obviously, if you don't know, Mia has been very in the news and stuff, for her opinions about different things, for example, like trans stuff and all of this stuff for extra context, right? But essentially, yeah, obviously a lot of people weren't too happy with that, and there was a lot of drama at the time, and of course a lot of people in the VTubing space know about that, right? Including obviously this artist here, who essentially responded to this commission knowing it was her, obviously, and saying, thank you so much for your interest in my work. I really appreciate the support, but I won't be able to accept your commission due to a conflict of ideals. Have a wonderful life. So yeah, obviously they turned down a request, obviously says from $200, but they say actually it's close to $5,000 this commission was, which obviously that's a lot of money to turn down over someone that you don't agree with, just based on their opinions, right? Which again, obviously I think that every artist is free to refuse kind of service and whatever, but I think some people are kind of unhappy at how they handled it and whatever, which I think is the main source of the issue here, right?
Yep.
People saying everyone has the right to refuse refuse service regardless of their reasoning, their reasoning here is fine. But I just wouldn't have said anything like that, or just went, unfortunately, I won't be able to accept your commission, or something a little bit more professional.
True.
This just kind of serves.
You know what? Yeah, like every artist had the right to review service. That's like that's an option right there. But they respond because of your beliefs. Yo, like that's an insult. Like to be honest, I could live with by like unfortunately I won't be able to accept your commission. You know what? Plain simple. No like no a specific reason, no anything. Just, you know, like with the standard, like unfortunately I won't be accepting your commission. You know what? I'm fine with this. Because you never know, like if whether the artist is not available, or the commission slot is full, or any emergencies in at the back scenes. I don't know, like I prefer this than, you know, like explaining the specific reason why your commission is declined because of your ideals. Wow. Are you really that stupid?
To offend and confuse the consumer, which, yeah, I think obviously the added information wasn't exactly really needed. I think all you really need to do to prevent any kind of conflict or whatever in the future is just to say, thank you for your interest. I won't be able to do it, right? That's literally it. You don't have to add it like due to the conflict of ideals, have a wonderful life, and that kind of emoji at the end and everything like that, right? Obviously this person saying, I've never seen someone turn down 200 over something so stupid, as we don't agree on literally everything. So
yeah, another thing. Like I learned this from my previous job. Like I don't want to explain why, but it's pretty much like part of customer service, where you don't have to specify anything why when you decline service with your customers, and don't be specific about it, because like the objective here as a customer service representative, or just pretty much like talking to customers, even if like they have problems, they have stress, or they have like anything going on around them which cause them to be angry when talking to you. Like I swear to God, like every time when I talk to like any person, or like when I was working, they will just start screaming with no context at all, because they're angry at something. Your goal of like handling with that certain thing is to de-escalate, and overall just like babying the customer. Because at the end of the day, as long as the customer is, you know, like satisfied, understandable, have a clear mind, and just not be angry overall, that is a success. That is, you know, that is fine. No drama. Just, you know, like they understood and they just go on their merry way. That's it. And for this example right here, which is like specify the declination of the commission, that is just textbook way of confusing and making your customers angry, and eventually that will leave a bad review. Like I remember the time where I pretty much like get specific every time. Like back then I specify things that why they're doing this and that is wrong, because if they hear the word wrong or incorrect, they will just go haywire. They will just be mad, drop everything, and then leave a bad review. And once they leave a bad review, I get called out. I get called off. They called out to the manager and get a, you know. Then you know what happens when you get called by the manager. It is not fun. It is a literal nightmare. So yeah, you don't want. The goal is to not make your customers confused or angry. Make them calm and make them understood anything, even if you have to talk like baby talk them. like give them praise, give them a belly rub, give them a head pat, and yeah, like just do that, and they'll be happy and they'll be understandable. That's how you do it.
Thank you. And obviously Mia says it was a good 400 plus, so it wasn't just 200, it was 400 plus apparently that they turned down, which for an artist is a lot of money. And as we know, a lot of artists are currently struggling with money and stuff like that. Now I don't know if this artist in particular is, maybe they're
like another thing. All right, oh my god, like I keep rambling about this because if you have like a difficult situation, and you know, like for example, you're an artist, you live in a terrible situation where you know, like rent is due, winter is coming, you don't have enough food stocked up, you got bills to pay, you got debt to pay as well, to settle. At this point, man, like from what you believe in doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter when it comes to reality that you need money, and you need money bad. And especially with thousands of artists are badly needed money because they have other responsibilities that needs to be paid off. So if you're in that situation, what you believe in doesn't really matter. And I would advise that you will do whatever you can to survive. Survival is important than your beliefs. It is what it is.
They're fine and they've got tons of commission, so this one doesn't really matter to them. But you know, of course, you know, there's been so much talk surrounding like AI and things as well, which has kind of creeped into this conversation too, because people are saying refusal of service isn't inherently unprofessional. But the only unprofessional part here is the cow emoji. The choice of words here are completely professional, is actually justified for expressive or creative works to refuse ideals they disagree with. And obviously Mia says, it's okay to decline a request and they can do that, it's fine. It's a problem when you're going to decline it because of a difference of opinions that has nothing to do with the artwork itself. It's their side job.
All right, like another thing, I will say this, mostly every time where the reason is like difference of opinions or conflict of ideals, I would have 100% point out that artist is a leftist. Yikes. It is what it is. Because like for those who don't know, like majority of artists or people in the creative scene are mostly leftists or left-leaning. It's because everything that their opposite believes in, like they just don't control themselves, like, or be rational, or just, you know, like be civil. They will just, you know, like be angry. They just scream. They just do that. Like, can we just come to an agreement and not talk about like anything in like decisive, and just, you know, work as a business, work as business partners. I give you money, you receive money, we both be happy, without actually just talking about what you believe in, I believe in, as long as the relationship is strictly business, and that's it. We will leave it at that, and not, you know, like not making our relationship become even worse.
And they're taking opportunities away from them because of this, which I think that, yeah, 100% they are missing out on opportunities. I think that this person, obviously, if they want to grow as an artist, I don't know how big they are, or whether they already are like established or whatever, but say for example you're a growing artist and you know this happens, it wouldn't really make much sense to kind of decline it, because that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of kind of, you know, progress, right? But obviously I can also understand maybe the side of, if they don't really want to associate with Mia for, you know, some stuff that she said or whatever, which is fine. Obviously it's like a difference in opinion or whatever, but maybe they don't want to be like known as like, because, you know, lots of artists tend to get dragged whenever it comes to like they worked on a VTuber's model or whatever, so they're like, oh, you support this VTuber because you made art for them, and then they tend to get like lambasted on Twitter, right? Which of course, you know, shouldn't be the case. I don't think the artist
Wow, Wow, like that's kind of sad. And you know what? For any artist that would care what everybody's gonna say, why not just ignore the noise and work on what you believe in? Like, work on the stuff that needs to be worked on. Because it, like, at the end of the day, where you're living your life, it doesn't actually need to revolve like who supports this, who support that. As long as you did your work, you get you delivered a product, and then get money, and money, respect, and loyalty doesn't mean that what you provide service that will automatically entitle you to, like, you like their beliefs, you like theirs, you support what they're supporting, yada yada yada. Bro, like, it's just business. Like, if the customer wants this and they're willing to pay me this amount of money, I just do it for business, because I got bills to pay. I got things to buy. Like, I need to survive. Like, what do you mean that I automatically support like this and that? Like, holy shit, man. Like, it's like surviving is not the option, I guess, when it comes to this fucking mob.
Should have anything to do with it shouldn't mean that they agree with everything that the person they've done the art for, it doesn't mean that they like completely agree on everything, right? But that's just how things are right currently within the VTuber space, which I wish would change, but of course
they will never change.
That's just how it is, right? So again, maybe they were afraid of that as well, just kind of being like, what do you call it, like attacked on Twitter essentially, for taking in a commission from someone, right, who is obviously quite controversial with some people, right? Lots of people have been replying to this as well, saying, for the specific artists who pull these kind of antics and later try to justify it, you're in the right to reject business for sure, but I want to ask you a simple question. What are your opinions on the on Bake the Cake Bigot? Or two, how are you going to reconcile for the fact that people you act like this and on the flip side get upset of seeing more people use AI? Are you helping artists, or are you making it worse for artists as a whole? Do you understand this is self-sabotage? So essentially what people are saying is, people do this, right? People decline services and they decline all of this kind of stuff. But at the same time, they also complain about the fact that more people are using AI to do their art and whatever.
Because, like, they don't understand, like, the cause and effects. Yes, you have the right to refuse, but you have to learn something that like, every action has its own consequences. Every action. It's not like, oh, I decline you, so you better behave. No, that person that you decline, they will find other ways to make their dreams into reality. Even if, like, the method is bad, or pretty much like bad in the eyes of the VTuber scene, but at the end of the day, if they get what they want, and if the method is working and it's successful, you know what? They did it because they did the work. Instead of just whining about like why is everybody using AI, man? I don't understand. They are evil. They are bad. They are at the wrong side of history. This is the consequences. This is the effects of like having. Like, this is the effects, So you better understand of what you're doing, instead of just like covering your ears and just don't listen to what you did, or you don't learn what you did. So don't complain if you're out of the job because your commission slots are empty, and you always be open, and your landlord is knocking on your door, and just kick you out because you are late with your rent. It is what it is. You when you do an action, there's always gonna be an effect. There's always gonna be consequences, and that's the consequences people are going Like people are gonna do AI. Plain and simple.
There's been a bigger, I would say, influx of people using AI to fulfill their art and do all of their VTubing assets and things like that, right? So people were saying like, well, if you're going to refuse this, you can't really get mad at them for, kind of going and using AI.
Yeah, they don't have any rights.
They're being refused service. They're being refused, using a real artist. So a lot of people will just go, okay, well, I'll just go and AI generate this because...
all right, here's another example. The quote-unquote problematic VTubers. I'll name a few. Leaflet, Banana Juju, Powder, Kershaw, or any other VTubers that are, they have different opinions than the rest of the VTuber scene. They always get declined. They always get blacklisted. That's what they get. They go in their own way and just relied on AI. And you know what? From their works or from their AI generated content, you know what? They are flourishing. Because you know why? That's the consequences of any action if they always get denied on the things that they really want to fulfill. Like for example, Kershaw doesn't have a new model for years now, or I don't know, months, because every time she commissioned a VTuber model, either she get ghosted or just plain out declined by a V artist. Is because of different opinions. So you know what? She just she just welcomes AI because she doesn't have any options, especially for Leaflet and Powder. They back then they already believe in the traditional route of getting artwork from artists. They still do. They still commission artists, but most of the time they pretty much welcome to the fact that if they're just gonna use AI for generate stuff, and then that's their content. And all I can say, they are flourishing. They are they are doing the stuff that their community is happy with. The community is entertained, and at the end of the day, it's not about what you believe in, and not about declining doesn't do anything. Declining is because of different beliefs would doesn't have any consequences. They will just keep on finding artists and this and that. No, they will just find their own methods. They will stick with it, and if it works, it works. And you know what? It works wonders. So for those artists that doesn't have the basic grasp of concept of consequences, that is the reality of it.
A lot of the time it can be free, maybe not free, but maybe much cheaper than $500,000. I don't have to deal with an artist that obviously won't accept me due to a conflict of ideals, right? So that's some of the conversations that some people are bringing up, saying that's kind of why people are moving towards it. I think it's understandable, to be honest. I think I can see why people are moving towards it, because they don't like interacting with some of the artists, right? Which I think that's 100% a point that people have been bringing up. People saying conflict of ideals. Could have just said I'm not accepting this right now, but it had to be flashy, had to give a reason. I'm glad it did really. It furthers the divide. Don't be mad when people turn to AI. These freaks are creating the world, that world. The man, screw these artists. I hope they come destitute. Saying, why are you doing a call-out post? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because being declined over beliefs is just wrong. It's artwork and your job. Learn to separate that from stuff with your clients. Which, I 100% understand that, right? I think that 100% there should be, a separation between the actual person and their opinions, and just doing art for them, right? But of course, as I said, I can also understand the other side of an artist being afraid of essentially being dragged on Twitter over it as well, right? And that's unfortunately what has kind of come from.
You know what? There's an artist who would publicly post a screenshot of a client that they declined, because they send an AI reference. And and you know what happened? They cheered the artist for declining. It's the same thing. It's not about like what the reason is. The reason is that it's just they just post post a private statement or a private comment of why they got declined, just to garner up some virtue signaling points. Like, I know, like, it's bad to show this for the entire world to see, but it's equally as bad as bashing your clients publicly. It's because of they trying to privately commission an artist just to break out of AI hell, and after that the response is got screenshot and posted on Twitter just for the internet to react. It is what it is. We got those artists as well. Absolute a-holes.
From this, right? Saying I've seen artists do stuff like this, then beg for work weeks later because they don't have money for food.
True.
Saying artists can decline your commissions. Don't act like an entitled bitch. Which obviously some people are going against Mia there. So imagine turning away 200 over some stuff that happened months ago. Mia, I advise trying some non-American artists on Fiverr. So yeah, obviously.
Yeah. All right. Another thing is that if you want to commission, I would suggest not commissioning on VGen. Please, I swear to God, there's a lot of entitled artists there. They will it's pretty much like a common ground, or like a grounds for if you want to get ghosted, if you want to get scammed, or you want to get mid-tier to low quality art. Yeah, I suggest not commissioning on VGen and just commissioning other sites as well, for example Etsy, Fiverr. There's other stuff that other people were willing to work with you and not tie up with their with beliefs, political beliefs, opinions. If you're gonna pay the money, and then in return they will give you what they promise you, you know what, that's a good transaction, and also good a good thing for you, because you don't have to go through the hassle of keeping yourself clean or keeping yourself sanitized, because if your artist finds out you talk about this and that, then they will just decline, and they will just withheld your money for years and just do nothing. So yeah, I would advise to not commission on VGen.
People are just not so happy about it. Obviously, some people saying W artist, saying if we accept the conflict in ideals is a valid reason to decline an offer / commission, then by the same outlook, the bakery that declined the offer to make a cake for a gay couple was actually valid to do so due to a conflict in ideals. And yeah, I think that's also something that people bring up as well. And I think it goes into a bigger problem outside of VTubing, right? When people say that, they decline it based on ideals, they decline it based on the fact that they don't like what Mia has said and stuff in the past, right? But could someone who is essentially on the opposite side of that, right, like that person says, say a gay couple comes in and wants to bake a cake, right? Should would it be bad if someone was to say no because that doesn't reflect my ideals, right?
Bro, all right, I will follow this same example as well. If you're a baker, why would you go out in your way to intrude their personal lives? Because the gay couple, first of all, they want you to bake their cake in exchange for exchange of goods, monetary. They will pay for the cake. Make the cake. It's not your business to intrude with personal relationships or personal information of other people. They just go to you just to buy goods or pay your service. It's that simple, because in business, you just meet people, do business is done, and they go away. Like, it's not like sometimes most of the times, like when you meet people, it's just a temporary short-term relationship, and then after that you will go on with your merry way and never talk about it ever again. It's just like that. You will just meet people, they say goodbye to the people, and just eventually you will just forget about that, you know? It's not that deep.
That's kind of what people are arguing too, because, you know, if it's on the flip side, well, surely it should work both sides, right? If one person can do it for one person, then another person can do it for another person, right? But again, of course, lots of people won't really, you know, stick behind that argument too. So
nah,
it is very interesting. Saying if we're talking professionalism, I don't think making a call out post is the best call either. If they scammed you, sure, but just for declining a commission that doesn't align with them doesn't warrant that. That I'm going to call out the BS, face the consequences, saying look at it from this angle. At least they were being honest instead of hiding behind a corporate approved response. Makes it easier to not request their business again. Said yep, and same for others who've commissioned them, who would have commissioned them. Actions got consequences. Saying why do you people always seem to commission the same people over and over again? Are you guys just engagement farming these rejections? There's like thousands of artists that make commissions without a peep lol. There's like no, but yeah, I think this is just a bad experience that she's had, right? I don't think she's actively going onto VGen and trying to find people that would like deny her, right? I think she's just trying to find some art and just ran into someone who obviously doesn't want to make art for them, and gave that, you know, pretty extended opinion, right? So yeah, I think it's an interesting conversation, as I said, because it goes like beyond VTubing as well, right? Is there artists who do this? Why people use AI? I'm looking forward to seeing these idiots being replaced, right? And again, it just further as kind of people have, you know, further kind of added this into the AI debate that has been going on recently. Obviously, we had the debate with like Leaflet and her tool and whatever that was coming out. People have been saying like, you know, people have already been saying, what's the point in paying for like a PNG tube or whatever when you can just use Leaflet's thing, right? And now people are starting to say it with VTuber art and things like that, right?
You know what? Like after like she releases like a full thing, like pretty much like official like Leaflet software, where all the jankiness of the animations and the transitions is fixed, or especially with webcam tracking. You know what? People actually have a choice now for starter VTubers. They actually have a choice now. Either they can commission, or they can use the Leaflet software. Finally, they have choices, and I'll welcome any choices at all if I were to start fresh.
And again, you guys know my opinion on AI and stuff like that. I think that if you use it, I don't care. Me personally, I don't use it because I don't think it looks that great at the moment. Obviously, you know, maybe it'll look great in 5 years time, right? But again, I don't really commission much art anyways, so it doesn't really you know, matter too much. But also at the same time, you know, I think people are free to use it if they want. It's something that's out there. You know, it's just more so, does it work, right? Because I see so many content creators that, for example, use like AI thumbnails and things like that. Personally, I don't think they work, right? I think people are more inclined to not click a video that has an AI thumbnail, not because necessarily they're anti-AI, they're just very cluttered and bad, right?
Alright, like another thing, like I noticed about like AI thumbnails, like I will give like a valid criticism from a perspective of a viewer, you know, like scrolling down YouTube and see like a video. Is like starting from the thumbnail alone, an AI thumbnail is like it's visual garbage, because like it is cluttery, a lot of effects, like it confuses the eye of the viewer that, oh my gosh, like what is this supposed to mean? Like the colors are just blending in, the contrast is way too much, and the focus of the character, instead of like just full on like centering what the objective is, or centering what the focus of of the video or focus on what the thumbnail is, it's pretty much like everywhere. It's like clutter. It's like a visual clutter, visual garbage that, you know, like it confuses the viewers. So yeah, I would refrain all right, here's the thing. Just do a simple thumbnail, even if like it's not good, as long as it has clarity and it's not like visually cluttery nonsense, you know, like keep it simple. It is what it is.
Again, as I said, if that improves, then maybe that will change the case. It's more so on a case-by-case basis I base it off of, because some things it can be, you know, good at, some things it can be pretty terrible at. It just really depends what it's on, right? But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is with this kind of situation. I just kind of wanted to cover it because I thought it was interesting. Lots of different debates going on. As you know, you guys can make up your own mind what you think about this, whether you think the artist or Mia or whoever is in the right. Yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
All right, you know what? I like the video. All I can say is that, all right, Mia is, you know, I will say like Mia is in the right, because you know why? This serves, like the screenshot here, this serves an example of what not to do when dealing with clients, or just, you know, put on a business face to your clients or to your customers. This should be an example of not to do. You know, even if like the response is corporate or it's just a generic corporate messaging, I would prefer that than specify on what the actual reason of why the commission got declined in the first place, and overall like not making the customer feel confused and angry about. That should be the goal, not like stick it to the customer because they have wrong think. So yeah, this should be an example. And yeah, like I was having fun reading the quote retweets and the replies of like, you know, this. But you know what? At the same time, like I'm really sad that like Mia is getting like follow botted. Like during her stream, like one of her streams, she got follow botted, and a lot of followers just popping up simultaneously because of the hate, you know. The anti-AI tribe are really unhinged. Holy fuck. But anyway, practice your business 101 for any artist, and yeah, just don't make your customers confused, disappointed, or angry. That's all. Holy frick. All right, I got 2 videos done. Let's go. All right, that's for I'll probably like edit out after stream or like later within the day, because I got a lot of stuff to do like after stream. Like I got important events to go to, but I will deal with that later. All right, let's go on with another video. Like this, pretty much like a freestyle video, because I can just talk about it freely without having, you know, like being problem with what am I about to say, because you know this is just a live stream, and yeah, like it's not gonna be in a video on YouTube, basically. Oh shit.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here.
Hey,
so
man.
as they say, it's a massive day for the unemployed. We have a situation.
All right, let me do this. Massive day for the unemployed. Oh my god, I sound like WestJet. Hold on. Oh my god. But yeah, all I can say is that W Asman goal for getting a girlfriend. He is glowing right now.
Situation where the top-ranked judge.
And you know what's amazing? Yo, like having a partner, he is now cleaning. Oh my freaking gosh. The Roach King actually washes dishes now. What a development.
Asmongold has betrayed everyone by bringing a woman onto his stream. Now, this woman is named Kaise. It's not really clear if it's actually his girlfriend or not, and it's also not really clear how long they've been together. It could be multiple years at this point, but of course, seeing Asmongold, the Roach Lord himself, with a woman has caused a lot of people to crash out, including rank 1 loser Hassan Piker, who is not happy. He is really going full bro tips mode, crashing out and saying some very hypocritical things about this potential relationship Asmongold is in. But of course, it all begins with this clip right here, where very simply put, Kaise has an influence on Asmongold. Apparently, he is going to play Maple Story, and he's saying, I'm very excited to play, and I'm totally not a...
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard Maple Stories in a while. Like, I remember, like, hearing Maple Story back in, like, 2017 or 2016. Oh my god, I feel old. And, yo, like, Maple Story still exists today?
Simp, I just heard the game is really popular. Now, based on that clip, some people are asking the important questions because apparently they were doing a tier list for fast food restaurants. People are asking how Dairy Queen is below McDonald's. Very interesting. There's a lot of debate you could have about these various choices, but that's not why we're here. We're here because people are crashing out and calling him a simp. Simp! 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 Had to bring out the classic PewDiePie quote there, but yeah, it appears that Asmongold is being accused of simping. Not a good look for the top-ranked chud. Now, of course, Asmongold is just having a good time, and naturally, people are crashing out, saying, I'm not a simp, and I'm not a weak person who is afraid to tell anybody no. I completely signed up for it under my own volition. And this user responds to that quote by saying, he's basically reading a script because he wants to get laid. He's a simp. He is doing something he would never do because a girl wants to do it. Dude, they're talking about playing Maple Story. Like, it's okay.
Bro, it's not that deep. Like, alright, like, chill out for a second. It's not about, like how would you look on stream with a girl. Of course, like, Asmon is well known for being single because like how the way he lives. But even if, like, there's some changes, especially with, you know, like, having a person next to him and, you know, like, just having a good time, that doesn't really need it of having, like, having drama around it, because my boy here is just living his life. Like, right now he's actually happy. Like, just let the man be happy for once. Holy fuck.
Hey man, it's all gonna be okay. At the end of the day, maybe he is a simp. Maybe Asmongold found a woman worth simping for. And I understand, like, you know what, I'm a simp too. I simply love my wife. I'm infatuated with my wife. Call me a simp, whatever you want. But the crash outs are very funny. And the best part is, a lot of this is not coming from his own community. It's people who don't understand anything about him, or people that just genuinely hate him, and they're crashing out over this. Here's another quote saying, "No balls whatsoever. This guy was completely pucked and trained to be subservient to women. He talks big game on his stream, but in reality, he folds immediately for a woman. Men should be leading, and the ones influencing the woman, not the other way around. That's..."
Right, like, here's a difference between what you see, like, what if you see a woman on the internet versus a woman in real life. Yeah, you can talk big shit on women on the internet, because, like, most of the times, every time, like, a footage of a woman, it could be like a meltdown, or it could be like a double standards type shit. But when it comes to like women IRL, especially that you have like some sort of relationship with, it's different because it's part of like a personal relationship on how would you communicate with other people, especially with when it comes to different with the opposite sex. So there's a difference. Like, it doesn't mean that what you say on the internet doesn't have to be like you would do the same in real life. Like, for example, if you are online, you are a troll, or if you're like a hater, or if you just go on full blast and say some stupid shit on the internet, and when you meet that person in real life, you will just show politeness. You will be, like, talk about it and just have a good time. Like, there's a difference. Like, if you're enemies on the internet, doesn't have to be like you will go like fist out, having a fist fight on the convention floor. That's not how it works.
Beta behavior. Guys, if your girl convinces you to play MapleStory, you are now a beta, and you're pucked, and you are subservient to women. I have a sinking suspicion this person is not very happy if that's how they view a situation like this. But others are not happy as well, saying he's so disgusting. How he pulled that baddie. I'm pretty jealous right now. You know what? At least this person is honest. Okay? Hey, give credit where credit is due. There is some self-awareness. They have created this caricature of Asmongold like he's some repulsive monster that no one could possibly ever want to spend time around. And they see it happening. They see Asmongold with a woman, and they just malfunction. They don't know how to take it. And it's really funny, especially given the fact that just a month ago, Asmongold came out with this quote saying he's more interested in video games than intercourse, and that girls are nice, but he really likes video games and that's his favorite thing to do. Where users like this were saying Asmongold is transphobic and a liar, and he probably F's the roaches that crawl on him because he is lonely. First of all, projection. Second of all, why are you thinking about him doing stuff like that to roaches?
Bro, check their hard drives. Like, they are watching some weird shit, man, to come up with the conclusion of holy shit, what the fuck. If you come to this conclusion, man, like instantly, like without a second thought, it will just come out naturally. You need your hardwares checked, because this is not normal.
Also, she has seen the roaches, and she still accepts them anyways. That's right. Love is still possible in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Do not black pill. She saw a roach head in his fridge, and she stayed. Now, of course, he's been cleaning it up, but hey, it kind of goes against all the narratives people are making. And here's another response to the previous clip saying, Asmon can't get with the love of his life, Emiru. So now he's got to pay this OF schmank probably $100,000 to come hang out with him for company because he has no friends and never leaves his cockroach-infested house while giving the worst takes in human history. See, that's the problem with people like this. They only believe someone could have companionship if it's transactional. And in this case, I guess $100,000 price tag to hang out at his place, his roach-infested house. But you see this other weird part. The most parasocial thing you'll ever see. He can't get with the love of his life, Emiru. Now, what's that all about?
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, you need to stop. Like, stop with this clinically online bullshit. Go outside, touch grass, maybe talk some people. And maybe then, eventually, you'll meet a nice person. And, like having a nice time with each other. And probably it's gonna develop even more, You never know. Just stay, like, give it a rest with the parasocial shit. and just enjoy life.
Well, it has to do with the whole Mizkif drama where Mizkif is suing Emiru for defamation. We had those leaked Discord screenshots. That was a conversation between Emiru and Asmongold where they had a completely benign conversation, but Mizkif tried to spin it as something not only bad for Asmongold, but also he framed it as them flirting. Definitely wasn't. And then you had totally normal people like this basically saying Asmongold really wanted to be the one dating her because in this shot, which is of course cropped out, this is a screenshot of a deleted tweet, but he was looking at Emiru. And according to normal people on Twitter, looking in the general direction of a woman means you want to be with them. Interesting stuff. Here's some more cope, this individual saying it's almost as if all of his streams are a performance.
No shit. No shit. What do you expect from a streamer? What are you expecting? Like, like, is he a freaking politician? Bro, that is his job right now. Being a performance to keep his audience entertained. What the fuck do you mean?
Well, congratulations, you just discovered what streaming is. They are performances. Doesn't mean they're performative, but they are performances. He's there to entertain, and it just makes you think, why would he ever hide relationships? Because there's some people out there that are claiming he's been around this woman for possibly like 2 years at this point. I can't imagine why he would be hesitant to reveal her to the public when people are acting like this. Or acting like this. This relationship won't last long. Asmongold is unbearable to be around. Projection. Projection, jealousy, seething, all the above, ladies and gentlemen. And here's another one saying, how long before Hassan calls Asmon a passport bro, which is something...
Yo, that... There, yo, if Hassan actually say this, man, you know it's truly over for Hassan or his son at this point. Bro cannot get a relationship for like a long-term relationship without being a piece of shit, terrorist supporter, and being a terrible human being. Like, bro is 35 or probably older, and you know that he's not gonna get a family. Like, he's not gonna get a legacy,
He called legal mindset and other people as well. It has to do with the fact that she's Asian. And clearly, if Asmongold is with her, according to people like Hassan, it must be something insidious, something wrong, or some sort of weird controlling race element. The kind of racist stuff only the non-racist like Hassan could ever come up with. But Hassan is seething. Yes,
yep.
Predictably, Hassan, like a jilted lover, is very upset that he has perhaps lost his chance to be with his obsession that is Asmongold's. But of course, it's not too surprising. Anything that looks like a relationship.
Man, yo. I guess this is where the ship ends. Because I swear to God, like, there's other people. Like, I swear to God, like, there's other people who actually ship Asmon and Hassan. Because, like, for a fact that they do they do like content, like react content with each other, and like absolutely like doing the infinite money glitch of all time, and seeing the announcement that Asmon is actually hanging out with a woman, or I don't know, like potentially be his girlfriend. Yeah, this is over. This is over for us, chuds, man. Like, this is over. There's no more bromance. There's no more yaoi. It's all over. The ship has been sunk. The captain has gone with the ship, and we are just survivors. It's like the Titanic just sunk. No more bromance. No more anything.
Relationship or any sort of future-looking endeavor, something that wants to leave a legacy or something that thinks beyond itself really upsets Hassan. I mean, just think about his takes about Pragmata, where he's calling everyone a lonely gamer incel for liking this game and its themes relating to wholesome father-daughter dynamics. It doesn't really come as much of a surprise that he'd be so mad about his enemies being in a relationship. And here's his response, and in true Hassan fashion, the male feminist over here immediately shaming this woman for being with Asmongold and for what he believes is some sort of transactional deal between the two of them.
I thought you were pro sex work. I am, but not all sex work is equal. You know what I mean? Maybe some is a little too much, you know?
Yo,
Perhaps some
this
sex
is
work,
just
I'm like,
sad.
oh, okay. I mean, I see what you're doing, but also there's more respectable ways of doing it.
Amazing. Hassan, the progressive who constantly surrounds himself with OF girls, who is frequently going to brothels, paying for intercourse, attending Diddy parties, you know, all that kind of stuff. He sees a woman appear in Asmongold's life, and he thinks it must be transactional. And also,
bro, like to be honest, it's kind of sad that, you know, like his worldview of having like a loving relationship is, it all comes down to transactionals now, because, you know, being him, just, you know, like freaking out with OF girls, just paying them thousands of dollars just to sleep with him, and yeah, going to brothels. Like, he doesn't have his idea of having a loving relationship with someone, and, you know, like spending actual quality time and doing some stuff without actually just talking about like transactional type shit. It's sad, you know, like it's sad that at this point of his life that his way of thinking when it comes to relationship comes to that, like just being transactional, or just overall like when you go on like in a relationship, you just have to like prepare thousands of dollars just to, you know, hang out with the woman, or hang out with the opposite sex, or with the love of your life, just because, you know, you got money. Like, he took the ultimate the ultimate like doomer pill.
he wouldn't shame her if it was in some way transactional. It's just really shameful because it involves him. Yes, give these progressive people any sort of opportunity to speak about women candidly, and this is exactly what you get. He's really channeling his inner bro tips, and people in the replies to a tweet sharing that clip pointing out the obvious here. Tectone saying, so he's gonna get banned, right? Because I called denims a schmostitute and got banned for 2 weeks. Speaking of that, how old was the German brothel girl at Hassan Piker? And then people pointing out she's near someone I don't like, so she must be doing it for money because she is a schmore. Mr. DSA, the misogynist. And of course you can see a classic quote from Hassan in his former persona bro tips. And let's be honest, he just evolved. I mean, he's always been this frat bro creep, and he's now just kind of evolving into his own space. Now he's, you know, the woke guy, the champagne socialist. He really never changed. He just rebranded. But Asmongold would reply to some of these claims made by Hassan, and let's give it a listen.
You know, what do I know? What do I fucking know? I don't know anything, okay?
What are you talking? It's crazy. You know what's so funny to me is that these are the people that constantly talk about me being a misogynist and how much I hate women and everything like this. And then the moment that, like, there's a female that is in my vicinity, they immediately turn into Andrew Tate.
Yep.
Immediately
Bro,
Andrew
no
Tate.
shot.
Instantaneously fucking, like, 180 degrees.
I thought you were pro sex work. I am, but not all sex work is equal. You know what I mean?
Literally, bro, he is one clip away from being Andrew Tate. Bro, just because you went to a brothel doesn't mean every interaction with a female is prostitution.
Literally, that is how Hassan thinks.
Yeah, it's kind of
Women
sad.
to him are objects. I know I sound like some male feminist right now. It must be rubbing off on me. But he views women and any sort of company they hold with men as something that must be transactional, especially when it involves people he doesn't like. It's really sad if you think about it, but this is a guy, again, Hassan, despite his looks, despite anything that he has in terms of wealth.
Like another thing. Like even like female journalists who would like write a puff piece on Hassan, even all of that, but still that doesn't have like a loving relationship. Even all of that. Why?
Success, he still has to pay for it. That is something that should be talked about more. But of course, he defends those actions by saying he's somehow supporting women by paying for them at brothels. The champagne socialists are not sending their best, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, like, I mean, I don't want to go on. Like, I think it's weird to like defend yourself for something like this. It's just a weird conversation. It's weird for somebody like this to even bring it up.
Why is he even
But
mad?
like, she comes from a rich family, you know, a family from China, right? And then on top of that, she has a lot of her own money. Like, she has like photos of like herself. I don't know if she. I think actually should. I don't think she even knows how to drive. Okay, like I've never seen her driving anywhere, but she has a brand new car.
How does Hassan, like, know any of this? It's really sad, but then again, like, he's a jilted lover, right? He's obsessed with Asmongold. Asmongold gets a girl in his life, and all of a sudden, he's trying to cope. He's saying, no, it must be transactional. There's something not right here. Because deep down, he's upset. Because he's lost Asmongold.
Yo, like, imagine, like, I'm imagine the scene where, I don't know, like, in some sort of reality where, you know, like Asmon and his lover, or I don't know, like I'm not gonna jump to conclusions or just being a parasocial, but hear me out. If in a timeline where Asmon is actually getting married, and by the time where he's gonna like say I do, Hassan comes in, like burst into the doors, and he will say I object, and also like dropping a heartfelt line that he wants to be with Asmon. Yo, bro, I'm not into like fan fictioning, but holy shit, man, I wrote some fire. That is some fire content. That's fire fanfic. Holy shit. But yeah, holy. if that actually happens in the near future, man, I will be. I swear to God, I'll be grinning from ear to ear, and just screams, "I knew it! I knew it!"
That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, that's the situation. A lot of people are talking about this, and I thought it was something funny to talk about in this video. But for now, that's going to do it. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, great video. And also, I feel proud about Asmon, and you know, like he's actually glowing up, where he's actually, you know, he's actually cleaning now, and especially that he hangs out with another human being as well, another partner, even if it's not official or not, but still, like he can feel like the responsibility of being a responsible and a roommate, partner, boyfriend, I don't know, but still, I kind of feel proud of him, of, you know, like this right now, like this is glow up. This is his glow up phase. Instead, like his villain arc is over, and now right now he is in his glow up phase. My man's glowing. Heck yeah. All right. Let's go on with another video. The same video of, wait, frick. Well, I already watched this. I think I double.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit! Yo, this one. Alright, let me just. Here you go. Oh my god! Like, yo, this blew up my Twitter timeline of this. I don't know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes life is even better than parody. You know, when you think of woke wackadoos crashing out and being...
Alright, hold on. The incident, which occurred in 2025, went viral last week after police body cam footage was shared online. He was listed as male in his arrest records. Oh, brother. Alright. Like the little bit of context that I got from the viral tweets that I read, I believe like this is supposed to be a transgender, like a trans, and with all the like the tantrum for being misgendered. Yo, like this is not good. This is not the strongest soldiers that represents transgenderism. This is not the strongest soldier.
Ridiculous, especially in public. You never really expect reality to be more funny than parody could ever be, but that's the case here with this individual who was arrested. And, well, the screenshot alone speaks for itself. Apparently this happened back in 2025, and this incident was captured on police body cam footage.
Alright, might as well move.
And, well, a lot of this boils down to misgendering. That's right.
Bro.
This individual was misgendered. Now, this is...
Alright, here's the thing. If you gotta make, like, gender your whole personality... Like, if you're gonna make your... Like, if you're gonna make your gender your whole personality without having any... like, having any other interests, hobbies, and just overall... be like an advocate of whatever your pronouns is, bro. Like this person right here needs to, you know, like enjoy life, because in reality life is pretty unfair, and all you gotta do is just, you know, like live with it.
That's how I discovered the entire situation. This clip right here, I even showed Straub. I was laughing hysterically because you couldn't make this up. You couldn't make this up. Let me just play the clip.
Play it.
Stop misgendering me! Just say she!
To be fair, that alone, maybe I'm like a bigot, but that alone justifies at least some sort of detainment.
Alright, not like, in all honesty, like it, like for from a perspective of a bystander, that's not very feminine of the way they act. That's not very feminine. Like, it reminds me of the of that one meme of a person going to GameStop, and like when they say the quote, "It's ma'am." I'm getting that. Am I the only one like getting the reference? Like, it's ma'am. If you keep that up, I will show you what a man is. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, nostalgia hits me hard.
An asylum. Okay? That's crazy. Now, of course, some people might not understand what they just heard.
I don't know, it's just screaming.
Wackadoo was jumping up and down saying, "It's she. It's she.
It's
Stop
ma'am.
misgendering me." Now, that's not a cheer routine. That is their response to being put into handcuffs. And it turns out this is a whole situation with an entire set of body cam footage that once again proves to be the greatest advancement of police technology ever. Body cam footage was introduced to expose how bad the police are, but instead it proved how insane people are. So we're gonna watch the entire situation right here. Let's jump right into it.
On February 5th, 2025, officers responded to a college campus in reference to a disturbance.
What's the problem?
Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't...
I'm already disturbed. Yeah, valid call. Valid call to the police. I'm disturbed as well.
lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Fucking try it.
Are you threatening me?
You're threatening me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm gonna just...
Because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle.
What do you mean OPD?
Alpha 73.
This is the average Rev hater, by the way.
Classic.
Yeah, it's true.
Or any like, is any like a ordinary, I don't know, like every Twitter user ever, just to go out and just do virtual signaling instead of doing other stuff, like making social media their entire personality.
The average Rev hater right here. This is the guy calling you a bigot, a chud, a racist, a loser on social media. This is the guy right here.
University.
Alpha 73.
Can we get another unit to deal with Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Oh my god. Brother. What the fuck? Yo, you know, this is why. Alright, this is why you don't play these games. Like, you don't play these games of just, you know. Because, like, even if, like, you're, first of all, like, most of the people are just unaware of, like, the things they have, like, a lot of shit to do, like, a lot of shit they need to, like, worry about, focusing about, and this is, like, the most minority thing at the back of the head that they will care about. Just, you know, like, it's not that deep if you get misgendered. Like, it's just like, it's nothing.
It's she, guys.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am.
Yes, there you go.
We have a very serious mental health crisis on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
It's ma'am.
My goodness. My goodness.
Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
7351.
Valid response by the police.
Yo, like, at this point, man, this is a valid response. Instead of wasting 30 minutes having a scream off, yo, just pull out the pepper spray and just be done with it. You got a backlog of other calls, and this is not the call of just spending the entire time just having an argument with people like this. Yeah, just be done with it. Put them in handcuffs and just you know, like, move on.
Get down on the ground right now.
No! No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No! Just
Get down on the ground right now.
leave me alone!
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to film
I'm
this.
telling you. Are you gonna calm down?
I have to film. I have.
Oh my gosh, I have to stream this. I have to film this for TikTok Live. I'm gonna be a world star. Bro, what the fuck? Like, are they think like they're gonna record this just for live leaks, man? What the hell? Are they serious? What the fuck? Yo, you know what? I'll give it a hand. I'll give a hand to them, you know? At least, like, the officer is, you know, like, give them time to pull out the phone and let them like record or stream or whatever. You know, like it's a it's one of the cartoonish like skits that if the person or if a character is like giving you like a stop because they have to like do something in mid action, like like if you know what I mean, but yeah, like this is one of the certain scenarios like, oh, I'm gonna arrest you, but oh shit, like they're pulling up the phone, like they're saying that, yo, give me time because I need to record this. Yeah, you know what, gang? Sure, I'll give you time. I'll wait.
To film this for what? Your protection or like for clicks on social media or something? What is going on?
They're trying to be a world star.
What is going on?
I will calm
down. I will calm.
You know what this is?
I will calm down when you get the pepper spray out of my face. Leave me alone.
Are we in 2021 again? This is from 2025.
Man,
this wackadoo is like 5 years too late for the 2020 woke meltdown. They're way too late. They're way too late.
I have
just please!
Pepper spray.
Please! Just stop pointing the pepper spray at me! I will calm down if you do that! Stop threatening me!
Yeah, lower your voice.
Holy fuck, man, this is sad.
Leave me alone!
This is what happens when you misgender people on social media. This is how they respond on the other side, by the way.
I want you to leave me alone!
And most of the times, if you do like a simple misgendering, they will just go like above and beyond, be like the ultimate Super Saiyan keyboard warrior ever, and then starts typing out like an entire article or entire book because of one simple mistake. Yep, common response.
You have been particularly abusing me.
If you come towards me one more time,
follow me.
You are gonna
and stick to abuse administrators. Don't you remember? Don't you remember?
Jaylee, come. He's focus on me. Okay. Okay.
Get away!
You don't tell me where to go.
Fuck you!
He's so concerned, and yet he is still holding a firm grip on his DoorDash delivery. That is absolutely diabolical, ladies and gentlemen. A true statement about our current society, am I right?
Yep.
Fuck you, cop!
Alpha 73 University.
Jaylee. I want to
No, it's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away.
Jaylee,
stop. It's taken.
I just want to get away from him.
I understand that. He needs
Scream and shout.
Holy fuck, man.
Again, you could never create a parody that is funnier than what reality serves to you.
Like, this is, I believe like this is gonna be like a next episode of the Truman Show, man. I firmly believe we are in a simulation and we are in part of some episode that we are not aware of. This is some sort of a scripted or like a scripted event that is broadcasted to the, I don't know, like the unknown audience that are watching our day-to-day life, like some sort of a TV show. We are living in a Truman Show episode.
There's no way. You have, I'm gonna assume it's a wig, a man wearing a wig, jumping up and down, stomping his feet, because a police officer will not properly gender him. Shay!
Holy shit.
Stop misgendering me! Just say she!
Alright, pull on the gloves.
They just want free healthcare, guys! They just want free healthcare, that's it!
we want free stipends. We want free education. We want free rent. We want student loan forgiveness. I don't know what the fuck, but sheesh, man. Holy fuck.
Josh, can you please just tell them to use the right pronouns?
This isn't blue sky, man. That's not how this works.
Okay, so
Like another example of being clinically online, where like complete disconnection with in real life does to a motherfucker. People don't care about what your bio is on Twitter. They got shit to do. They got other responsibilities, and right now you're just wasting a lot of time instead of just simply like follow what the officers are doing, or just like tone down and not actually freak out. But you know what? This is where it escalates, and you know what? They have no other choice but to escalate, because there's no other way to deal with your tantrum looking ass. It is what it is. You just have to like go to jail and probably get your head checked, because the disassociation with real life is so severe with this one.
So I'm gonna ask you very nicely. Put your stuff down, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
What does that mean, Riley over here?
Not going to be arrested.
Put your stuff down.
Look, you can say you're not going to be arrested. Like, you can say whatever your pronouns, whatever you prefer, but you can't manifest your way out of this situation by saying, I won't be arrested. That's not how reality works. I am sorry to say.
Put your hands behind your back.
No!
Okay, so
all right.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. You can
World star.
record all you want, but it's already beyond that point.
You're stressing me out.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just asking you to please stop stressing.
We already tried to help you. So.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
You came in with hostile intent.
Put your hands.
What? Hey. Okay.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't hurt me.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't hurt me.
Get down on the ground right now.
I think they're being way too patient.
Yeah.
I know, bigoted take of me.
I mean, you know what? It is what it is. Because at this point, man, they are wasting a lot of time. This is just a waste of time. If only like this person right here just, they just comply and not wasting anybody's time at all, like things would get smoothly. Or better yet, like they would get like a slap on the wrist just for being compliant. Because of course, like like the whole mantra of like cops being bad, cops being pigs and whatnot, like like they every time like they see a police officer, they will just like assume for the worst and just react the way that they react, and just go on full hysteria and being hostile. Yeah, that won't do any favors for you, and having you just disassociate with real life and just be clinically online, man, like what happened to like mental health? We need to promote more mental health, or if not, we need to open up some asylums. This has gone too far.
But that went too far. That was a lot.
Oh, frick, holy shit.
I got a couple on this. I got a... Come on, please. Stop. Get down.
Holy fuck.
I mean, you see all that.
Help me!
It is true. You need some help. Unironically, help would be good for an individual like this. Yeah.
More than help. Oh, don't let him get into the elevator. No.
Let go. Hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
What am I looking at?
Hey, yo.
I'm right. I just wanted you to.
Come on, stop.
Now, you know what? You know what? I absolutely, like, feel proud that, like, body cams invented just for, like, incidents like this. Because if it, like, not recorded and, you know, like, it all comes down to witness observations or witness testaments, like, cases like this will just be dismissed. And without having, like, body cam footage, this will be dismissed. And yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I'm absolutely glad that body cams are invented just for types of different kinds of incidents just like this.
Josh, please. Josh, please. This is all a big misunderstanding.
It's
I
too
don't
late.
think Josh is on your side. I'm sorry.
Bro.
I'm gonna spray him.
No, please don't spray. Don't say him. Her.
Okay, her. I'm gonna spray her.
Man.
Holy based. Oh my goodness.
Man, at this point, man, I feel bad for the cop. Like, you know, like, he's tired, and, you know, like they are just constantly just going on tantrum. You know what? If what makes them happy, so be it.
Did you hear that?
Instant replay.
Okay, her. I'm gonna spray her.
Yeah, that cop is tired.
Get that guy a raise. Get that man a raise right now. Get that man a raise. That's insane. Wow.
Thank you.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Yes. I don't want to spray you.
On three, reference.
One.
Give me your hand.
One resisting. As you get one.
Can I? Is there any way I can?
Holy shit.
No, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Come on. Oh no, please.
See what's gonna happen?
No safe space for you, brother.
That hurts. Put your hand behind your back.
I just need space.
Put your hand behind your back.
Space.
Give me your hand.
I just need
Give me
space,
your
please.
hand.
Put your
No.
hand.
Give me your hand.
Just.
Okay, I'm gonna tase you if you don't cooperate. Tase
Jalen,
her.
give me your Jalen, it's gonna hurt, man. Just give me your hand. He's not gonna tase you. You give me your hand.
You're gonna arrest me.
No.
Give me your hand.
No shit.
We need your hand.
I don't arrest me. No.
They gave you so many warnings. Kaya Place. He was given so many warnings.
And that's just being generous.
Like, so many. It's actually insane. They were way too patient with you.
Let go. Give me your hand.
Gonna get it again this time.
Give me your hand.
Come on, man.
Your hand.
Just comply.
Give me your hand.
Just get it over with.
Give me your hand.
I got his leg. I got his leg.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
God, bro.
Let go. Put your wrist. Relax him, okay? There you go.
Finally.
We got him.
And we got charges.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That battery.
we got it.
Oh, they were attacking me. What was I supposed to do? Comply.
Finally,
What
they
a-
get it.
What was I supposed to do? And the officer says, comply.
That isn't hard.
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's really that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Just cooperate. That's it. That's really it.
You're now under arrest for battery on a legal.
Watch your head. Roll over. Now get up.
Josh, please.
On your knee.
Who is Josh?
Now stand up.
I guess is the guy. I guess that Josh is the guy who tried to like calm them down, but it was ineffective, and you know, like he just dipped because at this point, man, they're truly a lost cause. And you know what? It is what it is.
No.
Ow, I can't get up.
You said you did taser, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
You got to admire the dedication. Saying it's her all the way to booking. Incredible. I'm sorry, Josh, in the chat. You were not there. It's okay.
Sit down. We're gonna have the fire department take a look at you.
Josh, this is a big misunderstanding.
You're good. Let's just take it to the car.
You're gonna be all right. Put him in my patrol car.
Okay.
I'll take him. Huh? There.
Come on.
You're gonna be all right.
Come on. Thanks, Josh.
Can I have my phone back?
We'll get your
That's Josh, apparently.
Yep. He gone.
I hate you all. I hate you. You escalated this.
What? Yo, what the fuck do you mean? You started with a tantrum. Like the officers said like, yo, calm down, but you didn't. And you know what? You escalated first.
You didn't have to pull out the pepper spray. You didn't have to continue to scare me.
Do you want more units downtown?
You knew my buttons and you set them off.
I live out shortly, but I think we were okay somewhere.
Please step. What the heck? Do not push me.
I mean, guys, what do you say? What else do you say? I'm assuming the rest is just this person being escorted away. I don't know. I literally don't know what to say. Again, reality could never match. I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Parody could never match reality. That's all I'm saying. If this was some skit from whether it's 2020 or 2026, it could never match reality. I thought this was a joke. I thought this was scripted, but no, it's not. This is incredibly real. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because ultimately this is the wackadoo on social media attacking you for wrongthink. And you know what? The woke wackadoos, they would love to bury footage like this, but thanks to body cams that they wanted, by the way, this
lovely
does
invention
exist, and we have the beautiful opportunity to react to it live on YouTube. That is something amazing.
Man, thank God for body cams, because like, oh my God, like the amount of police body cam videos on YouTube, like without body cams there's not gonna be like body cam footage content on YouTube, man. Like I swear, like every scenario of arrest are getting crazy just by like arresting, just by like having like a gunfight with the criminals. Yo, that's like without body cams, man, we don't have those type of content on YouTube without body cams. Yep. Thank God that it exists. All right, next video.
When a gamer buys
Oh shit. Oh shit, here we go. It's the war against video game ownership. Oh my gosh, I'm still mad that, you know, like even if that Sony is being greedy, like them being greedy is a common thing. They done a lot of like batshit shit, like the worst type of like decisions ever. This one takes the cake. Like this one is a monumental L decision ever.
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Yeah, think about that. Those were the times, man.
Not anymore, you're not. It's clear this generation will not be defined by the incredible games that released during the PS5 and Series X's life cycle. Instead, the 9th console generation will be defined by corporate greed, mismanagement, and anti-consumer practices that could very well alter the course of the games industry itself. I can't think of a more accurate summary, or an article that better encapsulates the state of AAA gaming. Give a round of applause for Brian Shea of Game Informer, who wrote this just 2 days after PlayStation's most recent announcement that they were going to end physical video game production. What's up, everybody? This is the Digital Man here, and today, do you like owning things?
Yes.
You do, but you don't.
This console generation has genuinely felt like both Xbox and Sony.
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to.
This console generation has genuinely felt like both Xbox and Sony have been racing to rock bottom. But who knew rock bottom had multiple basements? It's like finding out there's a color darker than pitch black. Like your mind can't really comprehend that. Neither can I comprehend how awful things have gotten with Xbox and PlayStation over just the last 6 years. Right when you think Xbox can't be outshitified, like, oh, okay, they raised the price of absolutely everything. There's no way. And then boom, PlayStation comes along and says, okay, hold my diarrhea. Yeah, folks, it turns out there's more than one diarrhea outbreak right now. Until Asha Sharma came around, all Xbox had done in the past 3 years was shut down multiple studios, lay off tens
Oh my gosh, man.
In the past 3 years.
Hold on.
Shut down multiple.
I hate Xbox because they you know what, like this game right here, I enjoyed playing this game, and like at this point, like they shut down the studio who actually made this game, even though like this game is been successful and a lot of copies sold, but at the end of the day they shut them down. What the fuck?
Studios lay off tens of thousands of employees. They canceled a bunch of games and raised the price of every single product and service that they offer. And yet somehow, what PlayStation has done just recently has made them public enemy number one. The best way to describe the 9th generation of consoles is to say it has become a clown show. A never-ending stream of chaotic, disorganized management blunders resulting in entirely negative consequences for gamers, consumers, and all the folks who make video games. You know, back when loot boxes were super popular and that felt like the worst thing ever, it felt like we were fighting against just one shitty business practice. But here, in the year 2026, this isn't just a battle that we can win with our wallets anymore. This is a war against the idea of ownership.
If they want war, we'll give them war.
Who knows, if we're lucky, maybe we'll have the luxury of being able to pay for the air that we breathe too. And before we jump into it, this video is sponsored by Watcher of Realms, a fantasy strategy game where you can unlock, upgrade,
I'll let it run since we're watching
battle as you fight against the undead legions, gigantic lizard men, and take part in epic raid bosses, and even a boss rush mode. The game is filled with stunning cinematics, and if I freeze frame right here, you
Holy
can see
shit.
exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you can recruit a team entirely of baddies or go all in on the himbos. It's up to you. You can even recruit Sun Wukong himself. Watcher of Realms is constantly adding new races and factions to the game, like the Seraphim. Both angels and demons are yours to command, and you can really appreciate their designs with the game's focus on high visual fidelity and graphical quality. Watcher of Realms is celebrating its 3rd anniversary by giving a free legendary hero to new and returning players. And if you use the promo code FREEEPIC3rd, you'll get to choose one of 2 new epic heroes. Not to mention they're giving out a ton of other free rewards, skins, and upgrade materials to get you started on your journey. So if you download Watcher of Realms using that link in the description, you can play it for free, whether you play on PC, Android, or iOS. Use that link in the description to download and play Watcher of Realms today. Don't forget to use the promo code, and thank you Watcher of Realms for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
After investing heavily in massive flops like Concord, PlayStation's attempts to restrict access to Helldivers 2.
Oh my gosh. I still remember this up until this day, man. I hate Sony for doing this. Not only... Alright, here's a T on why I hate this, chat. Back then, like when I purchased Helldivers 2, like I was having fun playing Helldivers 2, and then Sony comes in and tries to force everyone to make a PS account just to play Helldivers 2. And you know what? Like I was good on making a PS account, but the bad news is PS account, like making a PS account is impossible for me, especially where I'm located right now. Like my region is being blocked by Sony, so I can't make a PS account. And if I don't have a PS account, I can't play Helldivers 2 or any PlayStation games at all. So basically I'm fucked. But then again though, like after backlash after backlash, like especially with Arrowhead, like it was come down to a massive downvotes on the Steam page of Helldivers 2. So even though like Sony doubled down, Sony backed the fuck off and just, you know, like they tweet out like they heard us, so they won't implement the mandatory PS account on Helldivers 2, so they actually backed off, which is nice. But it comes with a price that Helldivers 2 right now is like not moderated, or if ever like there's cheaters, there's hackers, you can't report them because like there's no report feature. Like pretty much like reporting on Helldivers 2 is useless. So there's a downside on that. But if I were to say, if they made like a better decision instead of just mandatory PS accounts, why not Sony not banning the majority of the regions? If they didn't ban like the majority of the regions, like I swear to God, like a lot of people would actually make PS accounts and actually follow with the mandatory PS account login, but they can't because their regions got banned or blacklisted. So they pretty much like shot themselves in the foot.
To only those who were able to link their PSN account, the way they shut down Blue Point Games, who had only released bangers as far as I'm concerned, off the heels of the Stop Killing Games initiative, which got over 1.3 million signatures. Not to mention the surging costs of essential components like RAM, CPUs, and storage, which have driven up the prices of every single console and every single computer over the last 2 years. I shit you not, the 128 gigabytes of RAM I purchased just 2 years ago has quadrupled in price. Unfortunately, console storage and memory prices have increased by more than 2.5 times, and we expect another doubling by the end of fall of 2027. Everything is getting more expensive, and by making digital content the only viable means of consumption, these companies seek to exert control over what you are allowed to consume and how, as opposed to simply offering you the freedom to purchase the thing you want in the way you want. And I hate to say it, folks. Well, I don't, but Metal Gear Solid 2 predicted all of this. And Hideo Kojima quote is really...
We cannot escape the Kojimbo universe. This man needs to be stopped. Like, how he's gonna keep getting away with this? Like, he's predicting every major event on a video game.
Said about PlayStation ending disc production in 2028.
Why?
He's actively buying up physical media and is frightened about the future of ownership as streaming becomes more dominant. And you know, speaking of physical games, just look at that. Just for a second.
The original Metal Gear Solid CD. Holy shit.
There are 52 pages in the manual for Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation. All this stuff has been cut long ago. I shouldn't have to go over the reasons why physical media is important or why it was so much better back then. All I really want to highlight is what has been lost and how we're not even allowed the physical representation of the games that we own. What people are mad at is this tweet. And with 180 million views, the last tweet I remember seeing getting over 100.
Bro, massive ratio. All right, let's move here. Oh shit. The hell? God dang, where is it? Holy shit. 107k comments and 66k likes. Yo, they got ratios so hard.
With 180 million views, the last tweet I remember seeing getting over 100,000 replies was the death of Chadwick Boseman.
Oof.
So this is exactly the response that needs to be given. Thank you all for pushing back against this. Everyone who replied, who liked the meme. I mean, I posted this anything else garbage can. Yeah, just anybody who interacts with this stuff and pushes back against it, keep it up. Let's just take a second to look at the PlayStation feed. So many of their posts are being hit with community notes. Yeah, Sony is pushing an old digital future without being upfront.
And also, like, the sad part is they are actively removing community posts, but when it comes to the community and people are so dedicated of putting the community posts back every time Sony removes them. Yeah, that's what I call dedication. And also it is a reminder that you pissed the wrong audience, especially especially for those who are actual loyal customers of Sony and PlayStation. Yeah, you pissed the wrong audience.
About its limits. PS5 downloads can't be played from USB. The expanding storage requires an expensive SSD. Digital games are licenses, not true ownership. Physical discs preserve choice, competition, and ownership. You can see basically every post they have made is being ratioed by the replies, and you just love to see it. Without third-party stores, we lose all pricing options and ownership. Sony already proved this by deleting purchased movies when licenses expired. I almost forgot about that. Sony erases digital content from libraries, like immediately before announcing this decision. You know, there's two puzzle pieces. There's two puzzle pieces here, and I'm struggling to put them together. Sony is currently attempting to establish a digital monopoly by eliminating physical media. Sony's sudden pivot to digital without informing partners its poor digital ecosystem in pivotal markets, desperation to erase retail and resell, and executives selling off stock suggest massive corporate instability. This content may not last long. Purchase warning. Yep, there you go. Then stop selling digital games for the same price as physical ones too. No. They need money. They need it. You are killing ownership, you are killing legal preservation, you are killing discoverability, you are killing publishers, you are killing developers. This is a move that might slightly improve bottom lines, but tear down every other aspect of the medium. Well done, you fucked it up.
You done fucked it up! You done fucked it up, Sony!
PlayStation nostalgia account. I have no words.
No.
Final nail in the coffin of the company I once...
No, even like the dedicated Twitter accounts. No. Yo, yep. This is Sony's downfall.
Loved.
It's over.
It's just PlayStation nostalgia. You know,
it's over, Chad. It's over.
Respawn products will gradually cease production of physical chairs and shift to production
No.
of digital chairs only. And Burger King is clouding. You're getting clouded on by fucking Spanish Burger King. Sorry, Brazilian Burger King. With all due respect, go fuck yourself. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Holy
he
shit.
Doesn't play Tiger Chainsaw. You're not a real PlayStation fan. It only looks like you've collected every single physical game that PlayStation as a brand has ever released. Only.
Hold on, wait a second.
Game that PlayStation as a brand has.
Chad, do you see this on top? Like, look at the top of this. Ain't no way this person right here got Sakura Storm. Yep, actual gamer
ever released. Only physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. And now at first I thought this was like shameless nostalgia bait, saying like, oh, wait, you don't hate us? You don't hate us? Look, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Remember Black Flag? Edward Kenway, pirates? I thought this was like some shameless nostalgia bait until I started to read between the lines and realized that this was actually Sony and PlayStation's endorsement of piracy. So,
do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
In response to shift...
You know what? At this point, man, more and more people would prefer like piracy. Not only does it like get games for free, but it is also a way to preserve games that were, first of all, like getting discontinued and like pulled off from the shelves of any digital store, and second of all, it acts like a library of games that are long forgotten, especially for the old games that doesn't have a console to work with anymore, such as let's say for example where like the Atari or any other like old games, I don't know, like Dreamcast. If you got like an emulator, and you will find like the old games that, you know, like can be playable, but not in the sense that you need to find the specific console for running the game. Yo, you can get it. It is what it is, because even like the dedicated pirate, like a digital pirate, they have what is it, like petabytes worth of digital media that is stored in their hard drives, or even like a full-on servers that are running in the background that preserving these games throughout the years of how games evolved from back then to now. It is what it is. Like they're trying to make, like they're trying to prove that piracy is, you know, more favorable than anything else. Like it's their calling now. Like it's their way of like highlighting
trends in consumer preference. New games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Format this. Sony intends to pull the plug on all physical copies of video games that they release. As if removing the manual and all this stuff wasn't bad enough. Now they don't even want you to have a case. a physical representation of your games in your library and the memories that are associated with that. If I go back and just look at my library of games on this shelf, it's not the same as looking at my Steam library. You know, if I have somebody over, they can point to a game and be like, oh dude, you got this? Oh yeah, let's have a conversation about this game. Or, oh dude, you want to replay Gauntlet Dark Legacy? Fuck yeah, let's do it. No, there's none of that with all digital. But like, and that's not a knock against Steam, because that's, with Steam, you get all the sales and the discounts and the good deals. All of the PlayStation fans watching this, first off, I'm sorry that you are being punished for your support. And just in case you thought they couldn't give less of a shit about you, apparently Sony thinks it's not necessary to maintain contact with fans. They think you are cattle. You know, I really shouldn't have to explain why owning physical media and having that option is essential. Well, why don't I let Sony tell you why it's so important?
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
The PS4 won the 8th gen console wars almost entirely because Xbox shot itself in the face and Sony said, we're not doing any of that. Just listen to the crowd cheering at the simple idea that they will own the games and the consoles they purchase with no caveats. The goal of all this is really quite straightforward and simple.
We still need
money.
They want to retain ultimate control of your entire library of games, with the ability to shut it off and rob you at any moment, giving you no recourse and no alternative to purchase these games. It's monopoly, and they want to force you to purchase their games through a single storefront on which they can charge full retail price and never have to offer any sales or discounts. At Walmart, God of War Ragnarok costs $28. On Sony's store, it costs $70. Because on Amazon, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater costs $26. But if you buy it from PlayStation directly, it's only $70. This is the future they want. Full prices, no discounts, no refunds, complete control, no resells, no sharing, no transferring, nothing. Okay, so what's the argument in favor of shutting down production of physical copies? The argument is that it'll save them more money. It costs about $2 to $5 to print and ship a physical game case with a disc. Oh, so that's why they're going digital. They want to pass this savings off to the customer, effectively making games cheaper, right?
Nah.
The point is, if there was something positive about this change, Sony would have mentioned it, but there isn't, so they didn't. This is objectively bad for the entire industry, and there is no argument because Sony didn't present one. It's not just bad for every owner of a PlayStation, but all these horrific practices could easily spread like a plague to Xbox and, God forbid, even Nintendo. When Sony says, this transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today, most of the gamers buy digital. Sure, okay, I'll give you that, but not all. There obviously exists an audience for collectors and folk who want the most value and freedom with the games they purchase, the freedom to share the game. As consumer preferences and
another thing is that, you know, like when there's like other people that are really excited when a new game comes out. Like there's some games that they will announce that there's gonna be a collector's edition where not only you will get like the game, you will get like merch and merchandise, and if you really want to splurge on a pretty expensive collector's edition of that game, you will get like a statue out of it. Like you will get like a 12-inch statue just by like purchasing that collector's edition. It's, you know what, I prefer that, like having more stuff that you will own, even if like you have to pay a fortune. But at the end of the day, as long as you will own them, it is fine. But right now, like Sony doing this is, I will call that as daylight theft. That's just stealing. That is just theft, man. Are you kidding me?
The broader entertainment industry continued to shift away from physical discs to digital. Look at the finger pointing here. Sony is they're just reacting to consumer preferences. It's actually your fault. It's your fault they're doing this. You know, you can't blame them. Blame the broader entertainment industry. Motherfucker, you are the broader entertainment industry. What are you talking about? This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. Again, keyword most. Most is not all. All includes digital and physical. You can't even spin this in a positive way because all you're really trying to do at the end of the day is save $2 to $5 on manufacturing costs for producing and printing physical copies. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games. But you're not doing that, though. We're removing the option to purchase physical discs in order to provide players more options. Quite the sales pitch. The removal of physical video game copies is a wholly indefensible position to take, much like it was for the opposition to stop killing games. You are opposing the idea of people owning what they purchase. Somehow, Xbox has a golden opportunity to reverse the script and capitalize on this monumental blunder the same way PlayStation did with the Xbox One fiasco. I don't have high hopes that they will. Asha Sharma, you have been given the alley-oop. You are in mid-air. There's no defenders within a 10-mile radius. All you have to do is just lay it up. Just dunk it. This news of no more physical game discs also comes along the shutting down of the PS3 store and PlayStation Vita store again. But in other good news, only 62% of the Earth's countries won't have access to the PlayStation store, so they will not be able to purchase digital exclusive games on PlayStation 6. Just 62% of the world. That's fine. It's the same thing they tried to pull with Helldivers 2, and we should have known they'd try to pull this bullshit again. Luckily, legal and player responses have been quite swift. A Discord user managed to boot Astrobot on PC. Brazil has proposed a new bill for protections for gamers. The Dutch have already filed a $457 million lawsuit against Sony. Ignoring the price increases of every single video game, every single console, every single stick of RAM, every computer component, and ignoring the across the board price increases for everything tech related, they are still waging war against our ability to just own what we purchase. Yeah, that is the war against video game ownership. What do you think? Are you gonna get rid of all your physical copies? I sure hope you do. I sure hope you get rid of your physical house or apartment or dorm or wherever you live. And choose to live in the digital space. The metaverse, I've heard, is pretty good. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content. Don't forget to check out Watcher of Realms and click that link in the description to download and play it today for free. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man, signing out. Peace!
Yeah, it's kind of sad that at this point where corporate greed would, you know, will end an era. And holy shit, man, the amount of response and actual actions that, like, a simple decision will lead to consequences. Yep, like at this point, man, Sony deserves everything that we'll get, including the lawsuits, bills passed. I don't like why governments will step up with this, but anyway, you know what? I welcome it. I welcome it because Sony deserves it. They've been greedy for far too long. They made like sleazy, stupid decisions, but at the end of the day, they will deserve what they get. And even like even if they were gonna like they're gonna go full digital, like the majority of the regions will still like not gonna get access on PlayStation, because you know why? Like their regions being blacklisted by the PlayStation Store. So basically, like if you're gonna sell a PS5 on those certain regions, it will be useless. It's basically like throwing your money at a console, but at the same time you cannot play any games at all because the PS Store is blacklisted your region. So basically it's useless. You just spent like what is it, like $500, or probably the price got increased. So basically owning a PS5 or PS4 is useless now, especially if you live in a country or a region that PlayStation blacklisted. So they are making a zero, probably a negative, smooth brain decision ever, and it's only gonna get worse. Freaking Sony whatsoever. Freaking Sony. Well, okay, let's go back. Oh shit. You know what? You know what? Oh my god, man. I need to go somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because I got a lot of things to do, and also like I need to take a little bit of a rest because you know, currently right now I'm pretty much sick. But I will continue on for Friday stream, and hopefully y'all be there and you know, like be a part of the videos that I will record, and be a part of the videos that I will post on the channel, on the Plus channel. But anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the viewers, lurkers, followers, whoever you are. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I will see you on Friday, and hopefully by Friday, like I'll be better and not sound too monotone and too deep, because like right now, Chad, like I am like I can barely breathe because of the amount of snot on my nose, or in my nose apparently. But anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. See you on Friday, and you know, stay safe, stay righteous. Oh my god, I sound like legendary drops. But anyway, stay safe, and yeah, have a good one.